What's up, guys? Happy Sunday, everybody. Oh, I didn't post this over here. Hold on. Live stream. Yeah, that's way too many. Screw it. It is what it is. What's up, guys? What's up? If you're out in the in Burgerland, good morning. If you're in the safe region, aka Asia, good evening. Let me know how the music is. Is it too loud? Is it good? Is the right mic actually working this time? Let me get a mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Alright, so now I've got the setup a lot more, in line, I guess you should say. Or I guess I could say. I got my PumpFun chat over on the right screen so that it doesn't leak my damn stream key anymore. And then OBS is running pretty smoothly now. The chat is not working for some reason. So I guess I'm gonna have to have all of the different things opened. Great. 1 second, let me try to figure this out. PumpFun chat on the right. Let's do YouTube chat. Next to that, ImNotTheWolf chat. Next to that. Uh-oh, I hear echo. There we go. Fixed it. There we go. YouTube chat. Hold on, guys. I'm opening up all the chats so I can talk to all you guys. Okay. Sorry, I thought Restream would actually have this damn thing working, but it didn't work for some reason. And I don't know why PumpFun just keeps on turning on. I wish I actually had like access to Elon so I could tell him what to fix or what's fucked up. I'm surprised no one reports these things to them. I think that there will be pretty easy bugs to fix. This is gonna be Twitch chat. Twitch.tv/ImNotTheWolf official. That's right. Can't find the chat on here. Oh, there we go. Got the chat. And last one is Twatter, which I don't even think Twitter has a damn chat, but whatever. I think it's just like comments. We'll keep that open anyways. There we go. There we go. Finally, all set up now. Oh, it does have a chat. Nice. All right, guys. Let's start off by doing a quick little Twitch. Bit Kryptowski. Yes, dude. What's up, bro? Haven't heard from you in a minute. How you doing? Let's do a quick little analysis update on the market right now because Bitcoin's going up, Ethereum's going up, Orderly's going up. It's going up pretty nicely actually. But I think that we're about to go crashing down here in less than, probably in like 10 hours, probably like 8 hours. I think that we're gonna start dumping pretty hard. We'll see if I'm right or not when I wake up in the morning. But in order to get into that, let's open up. Well, it's already open actually. Total 2. This is the 10-day M2 money supply, which pretty much leads the market, as you guys have heard me say over and over. And we have pumped way high above from this little like dead cat bounce area. It became more than a dead cat bounce, but we still have a pretty large dump going forward, as well as a dump happening right now at current levels. So even if we brought this, let's say even if our bounce area was, even if this wasn't a 10-day lead, which we can actually find, let's open up the indicator, search up M2, and you'll find all these different things. The 10-week lead is right here. This is what I use to basically track where we're going with the market. But if you just pull up the regular one and move this one up here, and you can see that we're still trailing it pretty nicely. Right, so let's say that's the top and that's the top. It came crashing down. It bounced at pretty much the same levels. Right, look at that very similar bottom. And then it has pumped significantly higher than the rest of the market, or than the M2 money supply, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean that we should be dumping right now? I mean, no, not necessarily. It's going flat sideways, so it really depends on how the market opens up as it's going forward, or as how the market opens up tomorrow, which is why I start streaming these at 8:30 p.m. now, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Indochina time. Excuse me, 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Indochina time, because that's 30 minutes prior to the American Open. So if you guys don't know, the American Open is pretty much when the market actually does something. Like right now, the market's not doing jack shit, right? Because everyone's just waiting for the American Open. The American Open is definitely the most volatile, and it's usually within the first 30 minutes of the market even opening that the most, like that pretty much the pivot points or like the decision making is done. That's like where the most volume's at, right? The first 30 minutes of it open, as well as the last 30 minutes of it closing, but mostly in the opening of it. You can see over here on the top right, this is hold on 1 second. Let's go. Welcome. What's up? Been a while. Oh, J5. Welcome back. Welcome back. Anyways, over here you can see that there's like a bit of weakness here on Bitcoin. Of course, this is like becoming a meme because every time it shows weakness, it just pumps up, liquidates a bunch of shorts, and then just continues going higher. But we'll see. I think right now, if anything, it should at least just go sideways, right? Even if this doesn't dump, then I think that we should at least consolidate in this area because of this flat line right here on the M2 total money supply. Now, one other thing that we need to take a look at is BTC1, which is BTC futures, the CME futures. Let's open up the candlesticks. And let's get rid of this. So we ended the weekend pretty much at this range, 123.635, and we are currently at we are currently at 120. Oh, actually around the same range. Well, yeah, I guess probably retraced all the way back then. We were up here just like a little while ago, 125, which is new all-time high. Happy all-time high, everyone. And then it retraced back downward. So the thing that I was looking for is essentially a gap opportunity. So if the market opened up and we were at the higher ranges, then there would be a big gap from where we closed, which is essentially where we're at right now, to over here. And usually gaps close, so I would have expected the market to come back down and dip. However, it looks pretty good actually. if we just continue sideways for the remainder of the next, 11, 10 hours, whatever, then the market will be opening up at a very healthy range, which is exactly where it closed before the weekend started. So I guess that's a non-event right there. Still have to track it, see exactly how it's going. If it dumps, then we could potentially, reverse upwards and close the gap upwards. Yeah, pretty much around the exact same area. Let's see if there's any gaps down below that we have to close. There's only this one. So I usually track my gaps on the 4-hour only. I don't look at the smaller periods because it's not worthwhile. 4-hour and the daily are the only gaps that matter. As you can see, this was a gap over here. It went all the way up. It went crazy, and then it came down and eventually closed the gap. Gaps are pretty powerful. There's a gap right here, but this looks like a breakaway gap. I don't think that it'll come back down here. However, this is a gap to be worried about. Is this actually live this time? Yes, it's live. What you talking about? Where's the sauce? I don't know. That's because the world relies on our money. So yo, J5 or Oodles of Toodles. Can I get a mic check? Can you guys hear the music good, or at least hear me good? So we're gonna track this gap down here. This is what I'm expecting to close right now. This gap down at 110K 605. So if we do actually follow the M2 global money supply, what do you call it, trend or fractal, then this could be a very nasty reversal that comes all the way back down and closes this right here. That would be if you set a short to stop out at 125.5 basically K, and then take profit all the way down here. That's basically a trade you'd be looking for. It's a drop of 10.44%, 10.5%, let's say. And the risk reward ratio on that is 6.7, which is a pretty freaking gnarly trade. I wish I would have shorted there instead of before, but that is what it is. I am in a short right now, pretty much at exactly these levels. It's in the green by like nothing. It's basically at entry. And that's this right here. I also called for a order long earlier, which I already took profits right before the stream went up. And I think that it's gonna launch basically up towards this level at 55 to create a rising wedge, and then like if it retraces or whatever, we still have like 10 hours, right? So this has plenty of time to climb up higher. But if we retrace or whatever the case is, then we could see this come all the way just back down towards here, right? Potentially fill out the rising wedge, but I don't think so. I would think it would just come over here and consolidate somewhere in this range. Or it finds resistance at the all-time high, which is this point right here, right? I think that's all-time high. Yeah, finds resistance at an all-time high, and it just continues doing this sideways bullshit that it's been doing for the past week, essentially. But I am very bearish, or very bullish on order, and that's because we have orderly listing perps on both OKX and on Binance. So you definitely got a lot of people trading perps on orderly now, and usually that's the precursor before it lists spot, right? So if you guys are looking for a very safe hodl or trade, I mean, I don't see how you can mess up by just buying spot order right now. It's that's probably why it's going up right now. I think it's a pretty safe bag to hold. Let's get rid of all these annoying arrows. Also, this is What Exchange. If you guys are not trading on it yet, we have point farming active and live right now. We will be doing a large 30% airdrop. If you guys are invested in the Wolf token, I highly suggest you using the referral code down in the screen. You can see like somewhere, I don't know, somewhere over here. It's the referral code is Wolf token. All of the revenue and sub-affiliate commissions from the Wolf token will go back towards buying back the token or listing LP elsewhere or marketing or whatever the case is, right? Basically building up the treasury to support the Wolf token. So if you guys want to grow together, highly advise you guys to check that out. And J5, it was live last time. I just wasn't looking at the chats before, so that's why I pulled them up this time. And yeah, if you guys haven't shown some love, make sure you retweet, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. This right here, that would be highly appreciated. Thank you very much. So I think for since this stream is pretty just chill, Sunday, you know, people are probably like hungover right now, waking up from their Saturday party, especially the crypto people who are celebrating freaking all-time highs. Instead, I wanted to work on the Wolf token and essentially get more exposure on it. So I want to set up the CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap and all that fun jazz. I was actually doing it before this, but I was like, hey, I should just do that on stream. I don't really like this mix. Let me find another mix. I like this one. More chill. None of that Miami bullshit. By the way, Kim, you said please check DM when you're free, mate. What DM? You didn't even... We do not pay for advertisements from random cheats. I wanna pay for ads. I can message many KOL friends. By the way, most of these people that randomly always hit up your coin, they say, hey, you want advertisement? We have whales, or we have, you know, large community of blah, 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 or like, you know, all these KOLs with these hundreds of gorgillions of billions of followers. 99.99999% of them are fucking fake. They're scammers, they're cheats, they're like, it's completely BS, right? So never, ever, ever pay for anyone that's hitting you up. Because a KOL or anyone that's actually worthwhile would never waste their time reaching out to a project saying, hey, you want to buy us? We're worth it. Because everyone that is worth it are filthy rich, right? So like, why the hell would they be hitting you up? Like, I wouldn't never go up to a project and say, hey, you want to pay me? I'll show your stuff. Like, it's retarded. It's retarded. So don't do it. Scam. All right, so anyways, let me continue doing this thing really quick, right? We got bada boom. Should I do this live? I don't even know if I should do this live, to be honest. We're gonna put the PumpFun URL. We're gonna put the Wolf token trade.what.exchange referral link on the second URL. Yeah, S squared. That shit looks sexy. Founder right there. Telegram. You guys are gonna spam me probably, but whatever. I mean, no one's watching, so who gives a shit? What is the project about? Bada boom, bada bing. This is where I left off. What was creator tokens founded by ImNotTheWolf, your crypto influencer, trading professional, blah, blah, blah. So if you guys don't know, I guess, for all the Twitter people, Wolf is a creator treasury token founded by moi, a crypto Twitter influencer and trading professional. The token creates a treasury through PumpFun creator fees, what exchange affiliate system, and ImNotTheWolf's management of treasury funds. Profits from the treasury will be used to buy back plus burn tokens, as well as, I don't know, as well as marketing for further growth. What makes your project unique? What makes it unique, guys? Visually managed treasury slash DAO. It's not even a DAO. In fact, it's only me managing it. Visually managed treasury by a well-known cryptocurrency professional. Something like that. Fair launch on PumpFun with 77% of the total supply burned on launch. History of your project. Provide clear functionality. Vague, shilly description will result in delays or rejection. Minimum of 400 characters. Do I have to? Do I have to write this? No, I don't. What can your token be used for? Number go up. Oh, let's do a quick little analysis of it. Oh, I can't really open this. Hold on, let me find the deck screener. You can't really move this around either. Jesus. You can't full screen it either. Wow, this is why. Yeah, this is bad. I should be able to like move this further, but anyways. So this is the chart right now, right? This is the wolf chart. We basically had the launch, TGE, pump upwards. I burned a bunch of the tokens. So with how many tokens I burnt, and how many people have bought and have not sold or whatever, the floor is essentially here. Where the hell is the damn thing? There we go. The floor is essentially this. It does not seem like that's gonna break, right? Because already the circulating supply, the token burn is like somewhere like down here, right? I think that like it went all the way down here. Right here is where I sniped it with like another 84 soul or whatever the case is. Not sniped it, but like it rebounded and I bought the dip, and the price like went up even higher, right? So I'm definitely not gonna sell those tokens, and it seems like whoever's still left, I don't even know how many holders there are, but whoever's still left doesn't look like they're gonna let go of their tokens as well. So the price just keeps consolidating, going sideways from over here. This could potentially dip down further by creating like more sideways consolidation around here. I really need to get used to this thing again. Where the hell is the drawing chart? I feel like they moved it. I wish they would just stop fucking. Never mind, it's right there. I'm retarded. Anyways, this thing could potentially come down further, hit the floor again, and then go back again, and go like that until finally everyone that is not a like perma bull holder is weeded out, But right now it looks pretty healthy, right? It looks like majority of the short-term PumpFun gamblers are out, and now it's just kind of traders and people who are holding in that sort of bought the top over here that are maybe your weak-handed, etc. But as it consolidates further, it should be easier and easier for this thing to pump up higher. I am still doing buyback and burns. I am still buying back as well, personally, and hopefully as the streams continue to go on every day at the same time, and I start doing more video content, my YouTube and Twitch channels should hopefully revive. And then with that, that'll bring some more exposure to the token and more, fun treasury stuff, right? But for right now, we're just consolidating and just playing the long game, being patient. Eventually, you want to look for a pump above this range up here. Then we're going to have to deal with this level of resistance until finally we reach over here. Once it reaches this all-time high area range, I think that's where a lot more PumpFun traders will gain a lot more, see a lot more attention into it, because we'll be at the top of the live stream page, and then people will see the chart and be like, oh, look at this, it's not just the fucking pump and dump, right? It looks like a real token. So that's when I think things will really start to get fun, and we'll get a lot more FOMO. I really need to see when is the most active of the PumpFun users. Doesn't seem to be very active on Sundays at all. Hopefully weekdays it'll be a lot better. Anyways, let's continue freaking posting this damn thing. We gotta do CoinMarketCap as well. See if this brings some users. Exchange list URL. PumpFun. Block Explorer links. Please provide Explorer links of the token. For example, if this is a URC token, please provide the Ether scan. What is this? Soul Scan, right? Soulscan.io. There we go. Boom. Soulscan token. Contract information, blockchain platform. Yo, Holdcoin Ventures, what's up, bro? Good evening. Bro, I'm seeing your chat. I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on over here. On J5, I'm seeing your chat on YouTube, but I'm not seeing your chat on Twitch, even though it's saying that that's where you're messaging from. It's really retarded. Why? Why is that? It's very odd. It's because I'm not signed in. Yeah, you're in Twitch. Yeah, you see, I can see your message in the restream bot, but I can't see the message on oh, this is X. What am I doing, man? I'm retarded. Ah, now I see. Fuck, bro, brain fart, man. Holdcoin Ventures is chatting on that. X, gotcha. All right, so you say, when merch, sir? Yeah, I gotta make some merch for What Exchange for sure. I got a lot of stuff that I gotta do, man. We're adding Hyperliquid. We're adding on-ramp, off-ramp for Brazil, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, like so that when you on-ramp or off-ramp, it's directly through your trading account. You don't have to, deposit from your wallet or whatever. So it's more centralized exchange experience. we got to add that. We're doing the launch pad. We're doing we're making some KOLs. It's a whole fucking lot of work to do, to be honest. Fake followers easy to buy. Yeah, no. They buy 500k AI followers and then get dipshits to pay them to shill to their bots. Sounds brilliant. There's nothing unique in crypto. It's only on what is only on what exchange. At least it's combined both charts. That's easier. Yeah. Oh no, Wolf is on PumpFun. It's only on PumpFun right now. Well, technically it's on Radium, but it was launched on PumpFun. But in the future, I'm gonna list LP on airdrop so that we can target Coinbase users, and then maybe PancakeSwap for Binance Alpha. But that, I mean, we need a lot higher market cap for that. So at the moment, it's mostly just like buyback and burns, or not even burns, just buybacks. The hell happened to my mouse? There we go. Oh, by the way, J5. Since you're here, get in voice chat. Help me there we go. Help me figure this out. See if I can talk to you on here and then people can hear you. Or not. In voice chat. Who's available to get on? Fucking ping everybody. Jesus. Wake everybody up. Where's that emoji? Okay, J5, your mic's muted. Can you unmute? See if I can hear you. J5. Book buyer, the boo keeper. What's up, bro? It won't let you unmute. Oh, hold on. Let me. Yeah, hold on. I think my mouse is dying. I gotta change the connection. There we go. I don't know why people like wireless mouses, bro. I find them to be so annoying. Wireless mouses and keyboards, they always die. They die so fast. Not much. Life is lifing. Yep, sounds about right. Okay, so let me see. And yeah, my mouse just keeps dying. God damn it. This is the free mouse by Bybit and keyboard, and I think I'm just gonna have to throw it away because they have the lifespan of fucking nothing. Okay, hold on. I can't use this fucking mouse. God damn it. The cable wasn't plugged in. I'm retarded. Yo. Hey, I can hear you, bro.
What's going on?
What's up, bro? Are you watching the stream?
Airport with board a flight.
What?
Just in the airport waiting to board a flight.
You fly?
Yeah, I'm going back to Switzerland today.
They let homeless people fly?
Yeah, they do. Somehow, man, somehow or another.
Do you have a handler with you?
Yeah, yeah.
Man, what's up, bro?
Yeah, I go for the special retard lane at the airport. I'm not loud, man. Fucking exhausted. Went to see a Billy Strings concert the other day and just went on a crazy fucking bender as usual.
Nice, nice.
What's up, you boys?
Dude, you said you're in not much, just trying to fucking fix this stupid ass stream and deal with this mouse that just doesn't work anymore. You said that you were in Switzerland?
I live in Switzerland. I'm in Norway at the moment, but I'm playing back now in the next 20 minutes, I guess.
Hold on, let me try
So,
to plug this shit in with something else. 1 second.
are you still planning to come to Switzerland, or what's your buzz? Or cancel the trip?
I think I canceled this trip, yeah.
Well, if you said to come again, man, head up Basel, show you some good spots.
I heard you were there, and I was like, nah, fuck it.
Ah, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I can't go there.
I'm glad I'm getting these technical difficulties now over the weekend rather than the weekdays, but pretty sure I'm gonna have to cancel the stream just because my fucking mouse doesn't work, bro. Like, are you serious right now? Bybit rugged me with these terrible ass mouses. I think we got
Buy a new mouse, man. Jesus.
What?
Buy a new fucking mouse, man.
Well, I mean, I have another mouse in the office that like one of the staff is using, but I was just using this because I had this like this gift set from Bybit for I don't even know how long. I think like over a year now, and it was given to me when I got like VIP fucking Supreme or some shit. I don't know. And yeah, it sucks, dude. It's fucking terrible.
I bet giving out these shit. Fucking bad.
I mean, fuck it, whatever.
What's going on with the PumpFun stream? What's wrong with it?
I'm live streaming right now, but basically just trying to get some build up my live stream followers and stuff before, or like I did before, and then get some volume and some affiliates signed up for it, so I can start building up the treasury, start trading with this. Well, not even really trading. I'm gonna be doing a lot of like farming with it, with the either the
corn farming.
Huh?
Like stable farming or what?
Yeah, like stable farms, or do like delta neutral, long on one exchange, short on the other type shit.
Okay, cool.
Stuff like that, because I feel like most people don't know how to do that, right? So unfortunately right now there's just not that much opportunity on what exchange because of the brain fart, bro. Because of the OmniVolt, and like now the funding rates are actually pretty damn good. So I'm gonna see if I can probably find another decentralized exchange that's not doing that well with their liquidity stuff to arb the funding rates. I don't know which one, but we'll see.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan. What's the treasury at the moment?
What the what treasury?
Like the wolf treasury. What's the value at?
It's like fuck all, bro. It's like just a few thousand, like less than 10K.
Yeah. Okay. Bit of time.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take some time. If we can get people trading on the affiliate link, then that will really help push it up. But that requires me.
Yeah,
What's up?
I still haven't got anyone. I still haven't got anyone under my Watt affiliate link yet. I need to fucking start doing that. But I'm gonna start pumping up this fucking Twitter page a bit more when I get home to the desktop. Start making more posts and shit.
But are you actually like creating content and stuff like that?
Well, like I'm planning to. Just need to get behind my computer and actually start doing it.
Bro, this mouse is so bad, bro. I'm literally gonna message Ben and be like, bro, your shit sucks.
Cheap ass motherfucker, man.
Like how the fuck? Like usually when you have a wireless mouse, if you plug it in, you could use it just fine, right?
Yeah, normally.
Not this shit.
Right up, I just use my gaming mouse now when I'm at home because my wireless mouse, the fucking little scroller on it, it just does this weird thing where if you scroll down, it kind of goes down and up again, and you can't really control it. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
Hold on. Let's see if this helps it. Okay, there we go. Now this is where I don't. So if I connect it to the PC, then I guess it works. I don't know. Let's see if it fucking starts dying off again.
Well, what did you have it connected to before?
I had it connected to like a strong charger, power supply thing, but it wasn't. I guess charging the Wi-Fi connector. I don't fucking know. Now it seems like it's working. So
I
whatever.
mean, it's a wired mouse or a wireless mouse?
Wireless mouse.
Wireless.
Yeah.
Like yeah, the receiver should be plugged into the computer, no?
Yes, correct. But the battery with inside the mouse sucks. Doesn't survive for more than like 24 hours.
Shit. Oh, it's like rechargeable. It doesn't have a battery.
I mean, I'm assuming it has a battery inside, but the battery sucks ass. It's like made in not even, I don't know, maybe like the crack ass of fucking China somewhere. It's terrible. Terrible.
Old child labor, baby.
Exactly. Child labor.
Hell yeah. When are you opening Wolf Industry Sweatshop over there?
What? Oh, hold on a second. I need to ask, guys. Can you hear Bueno Bear talking, or is it like too low? Too low volume. I think it's too low volume. Let me put your ass up.
I'm actually watching the PumpFun stream as well at the moment.
Can you hear yourself good?
I can't hear myself. It's not like no, actually I muted the PumpFun stream. Wait there, let me unmute it and see. Okay, now I can hear myself talking back. Yeah.
So okay, so it sounds good.
I guess so. Yeah. It's kind of low, but I can hear myself talking back if I unmute the stream.
Okay, well now the mic and you and the desktop audio is like same level, so it should be.
Oh, cool.
Good. Okay.
Cool. I love bouncing anyway. The slide's going to start boarding in like 20 minutes, 10 minutes.
Twitch chat is being really responsive. Thank you guys. What is all this bullshit? Give one sub, give one. I wish I could just make it bigger, but you guys can hear him. All right, cool. Thanks. I can barely hear you guys in Twitch, but I don't know. It's because it's prioritizing Discord. Oh well, yeah, J5. I mean, if you're on both, maybe it's just prioritizing. Whenever I get into Discord, it makes my music sound all funky.
You can hold them, Wolf.
Get an Alienware Razer mouse, bro. Those are literally like the two worst companies in the world for computers. I like Asus.
Well, are you still holding Wolf?
No, fuck no, dude. I sold that shit. Bro, I was holding on to that shit for like 5 fucking years or something, man. I was like, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
done.
that was fucking dead weight.
Yeah, I ended up selling and throwing all of that into Orderly, and now my Orderly's in a nice bag, or in a nice place.
I opened a small long just with the whole perplex narrative. Hopefully it's gonna pay something off, but I don't really know if it's gonna fucking pump again or not. I don't really see it.
Along on what? On Woo?
Yeah.
What? Why would Woo be a perp dex narrative? That's Orderly. They have a dex on Orderly, but it's like not their main thing, you know?
But they've got their own decks, don't they?
Yeah, but it's not their main thing, and they're making such small profits on the spread of like their users that I mean, I highly doubt that it's like gonna do anything for the token.
Shit. You were shilling that so hard though a while ago. So I gotta go. I just saw a friend of mine in the fucking airport. That's funny.
All right.
I'll talk to you later, Wolf.
All right. Go enjoy your fucking circle jerk.
I will. Cool. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Get out of here. There you go. All right, cool. Well, if anyone wants to chat, I'll be in here. Otherwise, I'm going to turn on the music back again. But not such lame music. Let's do Rufus Du Sol. I need something to focus on, man. Burning Man set. Mint says, I hear you better in voice chat. On PumpFun, the sound is small and hard to follow. Really? Hold on a second. Mic check, mic check. Hold on a second. Mic check, mic check. Hold on a second. I mean, I can hear myself pretty good on PumpFun. Let me put the volumes up then. But now,
Yeah.
Oof, now everyone else just may put your mic up even louder for all the other streams, FYI. Your mic up even louder for all the other streams, FYI. Your mic up even louder for all the other streams, FYI. Mic check, mic check. Your mic up even louder.
Yes, yes.
For all the other streams, FYI. Mic check, mic check. Oof, okay. All right, let's mute that. It says the channel requires push to talk and unmute it until I switch modes. Okay, let me change the settings really quick. Push to talk, age restriction, slow mode off, permissions. Everyone, does this look like this? Speak allows members. Okay. There we go.
There it is.
Oh my Jesus, you loud. What's up, man?
What up?
Not much, not much.
Let me go back. I think I can change my sensitivities.
No. I mean, it's fine now.
How's that?
It's good. It's fine. So what's up, bro? What you been up to? I mean, I haven't heard from you in a hot minute. Are you still fucking?
I just returned to work.
Are you doing fucking meth again, or what? What were you doing before?
No, I had 2 neck surgeries and I was on Percocets and shit. I'm still on them, but
Bro, that was like 2 years ago, dude. That's a fucking problem. What is wrong with you? Stop. It's like a heroin addiction, basically. That's not good.
No. It's, dude, they ripped my spine apart twice. I'm still trying to get them to figure out why I'm still in so much pain. It's a really fucked up rabbit hole where like they do these fucking spine surgeries and half of them don't solve the patient's pain issues. Makes them worse.
Your injury?
In my case, I got hit by a dump truck.
You got hit by a dump truck?
Yeah, I was in my work truck, but he rear-ended me.
Okay, so you were hit while you were in a vehicle.
Yeah. I was in a big ass truck.
Okay, but I thought when you said that, I thought you like physically got hit by a dump truck. I was gonna say, how the fuck are you alive? Like what?
I seem to survive everything, so.
So you got hit by a dump truck, and then what? You got surgery for it, or like did your back broke?
Yeah, well, they make you go through like 6 months of like alternative treatments. And then I went and saw the surgeon, and the surgeon was like, all right, let's fucking put this implant in your neck. And I was like, all right, well, if that doesn't work, can we do a fusion after? He was like, yeah, sure. So that fucking implant was trash. There's a whole fucking like dark rabbit hole you go.
I mean, did you do these like treatments because you were actually in pain, or you were just trying to collect on the whatchamacallit, on the insurance? Adam, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the
Both
stream.
sides.
Bro, you cut off for like a while there. What'd you say?
But the first surgery made it a lot worse.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you were just doing the surgeries for a bigger paycheck on the insurance, then that could have definitely fucked you up. Because
No, so I actually used my dad's surgeon, and I trusted him a lot, and it was like if I would have done a fusion first, I would probably be in really good shape. But he put this fucking bullshit implant in, and then he fucking gaslit me for a year and a half, telling me nothing was wrong. Meanwhile, my spine was collapsing on itself because he didn't want to take responsibility and have it on his record. So I had to find another surgeon who's like world renowned, who fucking looked at me and was like, dude, this is really fucked up. Like, I'm going to take this out and fuse it.
Okay, that's sounds terrible. So, are you suing the first surgeon? I would. Shit.
After I get done suing the dump truck that hit me, then yes, I'm suing the first surgeon for medical malpractice.
Jesus. How long ago was this?
It's been fucking 3 years.
Jesus. Should fucking.
My lawyer actually, like, they know these doctors very well, so they don't really want to be involved in the medical malpractice, but he flat out told me, he was like, dude, I can't believe I'm saying this. It's really hard to achieve medical malpractice, but this is medical malpractice.
Yeah, so I was in the passenger seat of like a car accident of a car that got like T-boned, and I was essentially directly hit. Thankfully, nothing really bad happened. But I did the like 411 pain or whatever, right, to sue the people and acquire and sue the insurance. And I mean, for the most part, it's just like a lot of bullshit stretching, and actually the actual fucking massages and stuff worked, like helped a lot. There was like this what do you call them, sports medicine masseuse dude or whatever, who would just like really kind of fuck
Orthopedic?
you up. Yeah, or whatever. He was fucking me up, cracking my neck, all sorts of stuff. And I feel like that
chiropractor.
No, it wasn't a chiropractor. It was like I mean, he was just like a massage dude, but it was like sports medicine massage, right? Like it was like proper massage. And I feel like that helped more than anything. Yeah. And then they made me do some injection on this, like in the back of my neck, because I have 2 herniated discs now from the accident.
I had tons of injections.
But I don't know what the hell that does. But the doctor like asked me like, okay, do you want to do this injection, or we can replace your fucking disc? And I'm like, what? I was like, no, like I'm not gonna fucking let you do invasive surgery, whatever. And he was like,
yeah, dude, they're pushing their disc replacements, and they're fucking trash.
Well, he was trying to say, like, there's the difference between like 80 grand and like 350K. And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not, like, that sounds risky.
Oh, he was actually trying to tell you do the surgery to build your fucking case up?
I mean, he wasn't telling me to do it, but he was essentially insinuating it. And I was like, and because they earn more as well, you know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't think so. He's like, yeah, you're right. Like, if you shouldn't risk it. You shouldn't risk it. And I was like, dude, what the fuck? These doctors are crazy, bro. So I was wondering if it was a situation.
It's like a
that.
big problem. It is. So I went to the top doctors in DC that like everybody, my mom works for a law office, State Farm, and everybody was like, oh yeah, you need back surgery, you go to these guys, right? So my dad actually went to the one dude after 4 failed neck surgeries. This guy fixed him. So I was like, all right, like I'm going to go see this guy. He's a great surgeon. He fixed my father. Like I felt really comfortable with him. And, he was like, he was like, you want to do a disc replacement or a fusion? And I was like, well, what's the difference? So he showed me, and I was like, oh, a fusion, like, let's do the fucking disc replacement, man. That makes the most sense. But then I asked him, I was like, if it doesn't work, can we do a fusion after? He was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So then 3 months after my surgery, I got COVID like really bad. This was in like the peak of COVID. And it fucking attacked my neck like really hardcore. Like it just fucking, I thought I was gonna die. And after that, I was never the same. And then for a year and a half, they kept telling me nothing was wrong. Meanwhile, I had like 20 fucking scans showing bone growing into my spinal cord. And what I didn't know at the time, when I finally went and saw this fucking like amazing surgeon in Baltimore, he looked at it and he was like, oh man, he was like, first thing, literally the first thing he said to me, he said, I just want to, he walked in, he was like, I think I have some answers for you. And then the very next thing was, I want to affirm your pain. You're in a lot of pain. And I was like, yeah, I fucking know. And then he showed me, he was like, see this top plate of the disc replacement? I was like, yeah. He was like, that's inside of your vertebrae. It's supposed to be under it. He was like, your vertebrae, I'm assuming, has collapsed on top of it and is crushing your nerves. And he was like, then you have this bone growing into your spinal cord. I was like, yeah, they told me that was distortion. And he looked at me and his jaw dropped. He was like, they told you that was distortion from the metal artifact? I was like, yeah. He was like, this is distortion. That is clearly bone. I was like, yeah, dude, I can feel it. Oh, no, it's in my neck. Like, it shoots through my head. It's fucking awful. That's in your lower back through your leg. The sciatic nerve runs through your leg. Yeah. So no, like they've done a nerve test, and that's kind of a not a great indicator though. They've done a nerve test. The doctor said that basically his explanation is from his findings, he can see that there was a forest fire, but there's no longer a fire. Like the fire's out, but there's still damage from the fire because it fucked my nerves up real bad. And I'm like, all right, well, why don't they heal? He was like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But I feel like something is wrong. Like it's starting to regress. So they're gonna send me for some more scans. I didn't fuse, which can be a big problem, or my bracket or both might be coming loose. But it's something's not right. But I am leaps and bounds better than I was before the second surgery. But that first surgery really fucked me up. Uh, they're 10 milligrams. No, I'm like I've been pretty adamant about like trying to resist taking them. Like I have no desire to take pain meds. I'm a weird, unusual, I guess, personality because I don't know if it's because my dad was a drug addict my whole life, but I don't have an addictive personality. I hate taking substances that like dull my senses. But I kind of came to a point where the doctor, I was like, he had to twist my arm to take them because I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. And he was like, well, the alternative is either take the medicine or, you're just going to be in pain. And I was like, all right, I'll fucking take it. No, so I'll sit at home and just not take anything. Like I'll just, like, if I don't have anything to do, like I've had the flu for the past week and a half. So I've just been sitting at home barely taking, like I haven't taken hardly any pain meds unless it's really fucking bad. Unless I actually need to go to work and do something, I don't take them. That's what I mean. Like I don't know. I'm unusual. I have a very like I know a lot of my friends were drug addicts. They've died from doing drugs. I've never had a desire like a craving to do any drugs. Even if I've done a shitload of drugs and I've just never had a craving, and I just could never understand why they would get hooked on shit. So yeah, that's I mean that's but I guess for me, I have a very logical like personality. So if I start going through withdrawal, I'm not like, oh, it doesn't turn into a craving to do more of that drug. I'm just like, oh, this is the withdrawal, which is the like in my mind, I know like this is the chemical reaction in my body, and I have to go through this, and then I'll feel fine. Like, so, yeah, like, well, my dad was a crucial drug addict. He went through the whole crack epidemic. You know, I watched like I mean, shit, I've tried it, and I didn't. I actually, when I was like 15, I was like, dude, I don't understand why you choose this over me. Like, and he stopped doing it. Like luckily the whole crack epidemic like went away, but he didn't. He would never stop smoking PCP. He was a biker, you know. Yeah, dude, he loved PCP, and I just could not get him to stop smoking it. See, we live near DC, and everyone around here loves PCP. Bro, PCP is a wild drug, man. But it's the old bikers, man. And not even just them. Like a lot of the black community loves PCP. Oh, dude, PCP is way like PCP is it's a fucking seriously strong drug. Nah, that's the leftover from the fucking flu. Yeah, no, I smoked PCP with my dad, and I was just like, man, this shit is fucking crucial. Maybe, maybe,
Hello? Mic check, mic check.
maybe.
Hello? Oh, what the fuck? Ah, I had my mic muted. Jesus, thank you for telling me that.
Uh,
So how the fuck can you hear me?
I guess I can hear you in Discord.
No, but I have my mic muted. Ah, because I'm using my headphones mic to talk to you. Hmm. Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me now? Probably not. All right, how about now? Can you hear me now? Probably not. How about now? Can you hear me now? God damn it, I fucked it up. You can't hear me. Oh, shit.
One
Shit.
crazy thing though is
Wait, can you hear me,
like,
bro? J5?
yeah, I can hear you.
Could you hear me before?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you the whole time.
Okay, look. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah, but I have Twitch muted.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just changed my mic to a better one. You probably can hear me clearer now, right?
I mean, it sounds the same. I mean, it's
Sounds
clear.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. Thanks for notifying me, guys, over on PumpFun. I for some reason fucking muted my shit every time I touch this. See, it's like the little mute button. Anyways, so let's get back to your crazy ass family dynamics, because now I feel like I'm fucking. What's that crazy ass dude's name with the crazy hair that does like those fucking weird podcasts and all that stuff? Who the fuck does PCP with their dad? What?
Oh.
And also, how does crack
Doesn't
feel
everybody?
like? Yeah, everybody.
Crack, it's like, man, it's like the first 10 seconds or 20 seconds after you hit it, it's like the fucking craziest high you've ever experienced. And then after that, you're just chasing that feeling.
Hold on. There's I gotta ban one of these dudes for shelling some scam things. So say that one more time. Sorry, I was in the middle of doing something. Something about like a crazy feeling.
It's like it's one of the most like intense highs, like you feel like fucking amazing for like 20, 30 seconds. And then after that, every hit after that, you're just chasing that like feeling again, and you can never get it.
But I mean, like intense high, like how is it? Like amphetamine? Is it like Adderall energy, or is it like meth dopamine?
I don't even know how to explain it. It's like cocaine, but super fucking like 100 times more intense.
See, but like like I mean, I'm Colombian, right? Like I've done plenty of fucking cocaine, and I've never
Yeah, cocaine doesn't. I don't really like feel anything.
Yeah, I don't feel shit. It just makes you talk. It's like, to me, it's like coffee.
Yeah. So that's why when you smoke crack, it's like oh, this is what cocaine's supposed to feel like. But it only lasts for like 30 seconds, and then you're chasing the dragon.
But then like it keeps you awake for a super long time, no?
Oh fuck yeah, you're bugging out for like the next 6 hours.
So a 30-second high to stay awake for 6 hours?
Yeah, check it. Yeah, I mean you're like super paranoid, like peeking out the blinds, like.
Fuck that, dude. That sounds terrible. I don't like uppers.
Yeah,
Man.
I was like, this shit is whack.
I only like cocaine, essentially. And that's only because like
I don't even like cocaine. Like all my friends like cocaine, and I'm like,
alcohol. Nah, I mean when you're drinking,
See,
you do a line, you level yourself out, nice little buzz. You can keep, essentially just drinking, partying. Because if you do, like, I don't like alcohol by itself, to be honest. Like alcohol by itself,
yeah, I mean,
I feel is.
I haven't really drank in 3 years.
Well, that's good. I don't really drink that much.
With my neck, I can't do. I try to avoid anything that's inflammatory.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, it's probably not good. I unfortunately am gonna have to do some. I'm gonna have to do some shit eventually on my neck as well. Cause last time I got it MRI, the doctor in Bumrungrad Hospital in Bangkok told me that like the disc is gonna continue to degenerate. Deteriorate, whatever, and then eventually I'm gonna start to get like nerve issues with like with like my left hand or some shit, and
back. Do you feel it back in your shoulder yet?
No, I mean I go to the gym all the time, and I specifically try to work out like my spine and my back a lot, because supposedly the best thing that you could do to help like all the pain and
exercise.
All that shit, it's just to build a muscle around it, right? So it like holds everything in place. But
well, it releases chemicals, and also like releases your stem cells. So they also say drinking cacao, like over a period of time, like 30 days, starts to release stem cells from your bones.
The what?
Cacao, the shit they make chocolate with.
I mean, isn't that what they make cocaine with as well?
No, that's cocoa. Cacao is like cocoa is a different plant with like a leaf, and they extract it with like terpenes. Cacao is like a big pod with like beans in it, and they grind it up. They're all oily.
Okay. Sure.
Like, so like milk chocolate won't kill a dog, but if they eat like straight up cow, that will kill them.
Gotcha. No, but yeah, but I thought like the like dark chocolate doesn't that also fuck up dogs?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
that's because it has a higher percentage of cow in it.
gotcha. Okay.
So baker's chocolate is actually the worst for dogs because it's primarily cow. But you can buy just straight up cow and like drink it like a little bitter chocolate drink.
Okay, the more you learn. All right, but fuck this like dog vanilla chat. Let's go back to the fucking daddy PCP problems.
Yeah.
I'm joking, man.
Well, he just, he grew up in the 80s with all the bikers and shit.
Is he? It's almost
And
he's a biker.
he
Yeah.
just, he couldn't leave that life.
Yeah. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, he was very unique. Like a lot of his friends were fucking just their brains were fried, but he was fucking still like super fucking intelligent. But he was a psychopath. I mean,
Well, PCP would definitely do that to you. I remember seeing videos of like cracked out PCP like juggernauts getting shot by the police like 20 times and still chasing them and shit. Like, what
so
the
it didn't
fuck?
affect my dad like that though. It was weird. Like they actually had him locked in an institution one time, and they were like wanted to study him because he was when they arrested him, he was on so much PCP they didn't understand how he was even alive, and he just like it would like my mom said it was weird. Like most people would smoke it and get like whacked out. It would just make him like normal. Like he would become really nice and like give you the shirt off his back.
Okay. It's weird. I mean, I don't know. I've never met anyone that does PCP before, so I don't know how people really act on it. I mean, I've heard of it,
I
you know.
mean, it really fucking whacks you out of your mind. Like,
How do you even find PCP anymore? Like, who makes that shit?
I mean, if you want to find it, you can find it. It's DC is like the mecca for PCP.
Oh, you're in DC. Yo, I heard DC's fucked.
Yeah.
They're even trying to, what was it?
Um.
Trump's trying to get like the military all fucking involved in shit.
So I mean, I don't know. I grew up down here, sort of. So to me, I mean, it is fucked. Like there, people, you see people like all these rich white people on there. They're like, DC's fine. Like, yeah, sure, it's fine in your little fucking like rich white neighborhood, but the rest of us, it's fucking like a third world country.
I've never been, but I, in general, think that most of the metropolitan areas in America is a third world country, except for probably like
So
Miami.
DC's always been really nice, actually. After Biden's administration, when all that like immigration happened, the country really did get flooded with immigrants, and it was DC was just like literally it's like crazy to drive around down there because they're all on these little scooters and they're just like they're like cockroaches just driving around weaving through traffic like you're like trying to avoid running them over.
But like,
And we're down at the conventions.
but is it like the what the fuck is that called? Skid Row? Is it like that? Hello?
Homeless encampments.
You just cut out again. Bro, I think you need to change your sensitivity thing back to normal. There was no problem with the sensitivity. It was just like the volume was just really loud and it surprised me. I just changed my headset volume.
Let me check it. Resetting sensitivity. Sensitivity's all the way up.
Oh well, I don't know. For some reason, it wasn't doing. But okay, whatever. Bro, have you ever launched PumpFun token?
No.
I'm at a point on CoinGecko that I do not know how to fucking answer this shit. There was no private sale.
What, uniqueness? Oh.
What? Uniqueness? What?
Yeah, you said what makes your project unique, and I was like, there's no fucking unique projects in crypto anymore.
No, this thing is asking for like vesting, allocation, blah blah blah. Like I don't have any allocation. Oh, there you go. I can just delete it. Never mind. Fuck. Never mind. That makes things easier. Actually,
Drop.
would you say? No, there was no airdrop. This was like a fair launch. Are you still investing, by the way?
Oh, well, I haven't been because, shit's been fucked up. I only just returned to work a couple months ago.
Shit. So what? Are you living off fucking disability paychecks or something?
I mean, sort of. I mean, they kept denying me for disability, so they were giving me temporary disability, which is like literally like $300 a month. And finally, I was like, all right, like I can't do this, so I just went back to working for myself with my buddy. And then disability called me actually a couple weeks ago, and then I told them I went back to work. They were like, well, "What'd you go back to work for?" I was like, "What the fuck do you mean, dude? It's been 2 years. Like, what the fuck do you guys think? I just stopped existing?"
And what'd they say?
And they were like, "Oh, well, you're gonna have to report your wages, and you want us to close your claim." I was like, "No, you want you to keep my claim open because you can back pay me all the money you owe me that I've been through." I was like, "I don't give a shit about staying on disability because I don't fucking want to make $1,800 a month. Like that's garbage." But
I mean,
like,
you can't even
you still
survive
got, you
off
still
that.
get. Yeah, I was like, I still want you guys to pay me. I paid into this shit. Like, fuck you.
So they're trying to rug you.
Yeah, they were like literally like 24 hours, less than 24 hours later, somebody from Social Security Administration was calling me. I was like, damn. I was like, y'all move real fast when you think you can get out from paying me. I was like, but for the past 8 months, you haven't fucking done shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's the same with like fucking everything, like the IRS and all that other shit as well.
Well, so that's where it's like really irritating, right? You got all these illegals that came across, and Social Security got caught signing them up for disability,
All these
giving them
illegal.
when they were coming to. Yeah, bro. Like I was like, come on, like you're telling me I can't have it when I'm like legitimately hurt and I paid into it, and you're giving it to people that never paid into it.
Mm-hmm. I mean that we're just getting into the politics of like the United States in general now, which is a fucking huge shit show. But I haven't been to the U.S. in like forever, so I don't know how bad it is other than what I see online. But I hear it's pretty fucking shit, especially with like all the immigration and all that other stuff. But that seems to be like an ongoing problem everywhere. I see it now with like Japan. They're like letting the Muslims in, and now or Middle East or whatever the fuck. And now they're also having the same issues as well as like the UK with the Africans and the fucking, and now America with the Mexicans. It's like it's becoming a shit show everywhere.
So it's actually not like it's not like a isolated incident. It's like a whole rabbit hole you can go down where it's a planned. Like there are George Soros and them have been funding this for years. It's a whole project they're calling it. I forget what the name of it is, but they did this all on purpose to all these countries, and it's their way. George Soros is famous. Like if you really dig into him, he's famous for destabilizing countries, and
Like
like profiting off of it.
why would George Soros want to fuck with Japan? You know what I mean? Like
Because in some way he will benefit financially in the markets.
nah. Hold on, I hear echo. What is that? It's got to be PumpFun because PumpFun's fucking retarded. I hear echo. What is that? Yep, it is exactly.
Is it?
It's PumpFun. Yeah, it's PumpFun. It's always PumpFun. PumpFun, like it's just dumb, dude. Anyways, I don't know if I agree with that because I personally, well, I mean, I'm sure like it probably is that with the United States, right? I mean, we've even had like Elon Musk and all that stuff, put him on blast. But like, would he be doing it to Japan and to like the UK? Probably the UK. But
He does it all over the world, man.
But I feel like a lot of this stuff is also due to massive underpopulation, or what is that called? Um, Depopulation issues,
Well,
whatever. Well, like
yeah,
Japan, like Japan's fucked, right? Like they have the generation that's like super old, and it's like majority is gonna be them. So we're gonna have like all of these young people essentially, or the millennials, taking care of this like much older generation. But there's gonna be much smaller millennials taking care of this like larger, older generation. Um, and
yeah,
if they and
their
if they
populations are dying off.
Yeah, and if they don't like and they can't figure out a way to get themselves to fuck each other essentially. So now they're just essentially inputting or importing labor, importing humans, right?
Yeah,
And I feel like the United States is also probably doing that, and whatever, and because you need to have a workforce in order to compete with the other nations, but then that comes with so much like problems, right? That we see all over the world happening right now, like all these fucking.
it's also more political than that because with the U.S., they like statistically they know that if they import, like they imported it's somewhere the numbers are all over the place, but it's somewhere between like 12 to 25 million people came across during Biden's administration.
Mhm.
And they know for at least 3 years those people will vote Democrat until they're able to learn the language and learn the politics. They will vote Democrat.
Yeah, because if they vote Republican, then they know they're gonna get kicked out, and yeah, that as well. A lot of political, but that.
Not even. It's just because while they're ignorant, they feel like the Democratic Party is there to serve them and they're giving them handouts. And then as they start to embrace the American life, they're like, wait a minute, I can do a lot more with the way the Republicans want to do things.
But does the but that's only for like America, right? Like that has nothing to do with um like Japan,
Sort of.
for
I
example.
think that's just a drop in the bucket. It's partially just about destabilizing world like governments to like try to push control. Um, that's ultimately what they want is, um, you know, America is getting closer and closer towards a civil war, and that's not by accident. They want that because if we embrace a civil war, we'll be too fucked up to fight the invasion from another country.
Okay. Who else is doing immigration stuff though? Well, I guess right now it's all of the allies that I see is a big problem, right?
The
Europe.
UK, Switzerland, like Germany, but the problem is now they're like feeling the effects, and all of them are like, wait a minute, this shit needs to stop. Our countries are fucked.
Well, yeah, but you see, I mean, you got Europe, you got Europe, you got Japan, you got the United States. These are all like the allies, right? Is there anyone that's like from the Axis or whatever the fuck that are like um doing immigration stuff? Like Russia and China's not doing that, right?
No, Russia's the only one left, and China, no, China is like per capita. There are very few foreigners in their country.
Well, yeah, I mean China's got a fuck ton of people, so they don't really need anyone else.
Yeah, and
But
they
but
don't let
actually,
people in.
but I think that there is a problem happening in China as well because they had that like one child labor law thing or whatever. I think
That's
they're
an old
also
law.
yeah, but I mean I think that people still are not procreating. I don't know. Maybe
I
maybe
don't
maybe
know. They've
not.
got a lot of people.
But I talked to someone from China that said that it was like a problem at the moment that they're also having the same sort of thing as like Japan and Korea and shit like that. But like
It's possible, but you never like.
Korea's the absolute worst, and they just don't care. It seems like they're just like whatever. We're not letting people in, bro. I can't figure
Yeah,
out
it's
how to find this fucking burn wallet, dude. I think it's just this.
China. So they've got like you can't really like most of the data that comes out of China, you can't even trust it. You don't know because they decide what gets released. Um, so it's really and if somebody does start releasing stuff, they usually disappear. Um, it's a fucked up country.
Yeah. God damn it. Cancel. Hold on. Okay.
So actually, I mean, it goes back to like Tucker Carlson actually had somebody on his podcast talking about it, where if you go back to World War One, it was actually like it was a big tipping point, and that was when you lost all the world changed drastically because before that there were all these Christian empires, and World War One basically destroyed all the Christian empires, and just things like Russia, for instance, was like strong. Like I forget the name of their leaders that were like largely Christian, but they did away with my one I don't know friend is Russian, and the country after they took away the gosh, what the fuck were the damn, I can't remember the name. They were like royalty, but they were like it was all largely rooted in Christianity. And there's a book that goes a little deeper into it related to like the Muslim Empire and the rise of the Muslim Empire and how it all the territories that are considered Muslim, those were all Christian nations, and they were like invaded and conquered by the Muslims, and the history is told very different than when it happened. Like when you actually dig into the history pages, they try to make it look like for instance the Crusades. They're like, oh, like the Crusades were wrong. The Crusades were not wrong. In fact, the Crusades were Christian empires going to the aid of other Christian empires that were being beheaded and raped and murdered by the Muslim empires that were invading them. It literally was a cry for help from these nations, the last remnant of Rome, and we went down, and that was the Crusades, and it didn't go very well for us. But 3/4 of the Christian nation was conquered by Muslim.
Are you like how deep of a conspiracy theorist are you?
Oh, I think everything's a lie.
I can't even follow like half the shit you say, bro.
Yeah. It's too deep. Like, and that's where people like they're like, oh, they don't buy into it. And I'm like, they've been running the world for centuries. Like, the shit is deep. It's very deep.
I don't know. I personally don't believe in the whole Illuminati stuff. I think that who the fuck would actually like care or spend so much time to run this fucking completely dilapidated world?
Oh, I think there's demons.
Oh, you're on like another level of rabbit hole, bro. Demons.
Yeah, I mean, we live in a spiritual realm. Like we are not like they make us think that we're like, we're mortal, right? But we're not. We're actually eternal, like spiritual beings, and our we've lived here with demonic entities that have been running the world for a long time, and everything that they have pushed is to make us think that we don't fucking matter.
I don't know. I don't really buy the whole like religious stuff. If anything, I would think like aliens, right? Like we're being controlled and manipulated by aliens that probably placed us here to begin with. But the whole demons,
aliens is
like,
just another.
Nah, the whole like supernatural, like blah blah blah, like that. I don't buy that stuff. But aliens are not supernatural, right? We already know the size of the universe, or at least the observable universe.
We don't know shit.
And it's mathematically pretty much guaranteed that there's life on Earth elsewhere. So like if anything,
according
I think
to
math.
But see,
basically.
everything that you're but everything that you're saying is putting your faith in men, like, right? Like, but they're like, so you would rather put your faith in men than a god, right? That there was a creator.
We need to get Salsa Tequila on here. He would love this conversation. Yeah. Hold on, I wonder. Let me ping him really quick. Salsa, yo, bro, get on our Discord call. Oh wait,
If you dig into like
his voice is not doxed. Never mind. Your voice not doxed, right?
if you dig into like evolution is a massive conspiracy. Like there is a lot of science that basically it's all about perspective, right? It's how you look at the lens you look at things through. And when you look at it through a religious, like Christian or, whatever perspective, the science actually adds up more. And they've hidden a lot of things, like when it comes to like the shit they teach for evolution. Most of it's been proven wrong, but it's too expensive for them to change the textbooks. So they just keep teaching it.
I don't know. Like you say, so you say, you would rather believe in man than God, but your whole definition of God
No, I'd rather
comes
believe in
from
God.
man. No. I'm saying you were asking me that.
According, yeah.
So like,
Also, like, you believe the Earth came from nothing, right? That takes a lot of faith, right? So you believe in the virgin birth of a planet,
no.
but you won't believe in the virgin birth of a god.
So look, I personally believe in an intelligent design and maybe even in fucking like simulation theory, right? Which is basically this is the Matrix and some beings were smart enough to create a supercomputer that essentially created the universe, right? And most likely in like a few, I don't know, hundreds years or whatever, we'll most likely have these quantum computers with like massive whatever the fuck technical capabilities to essentially remake our
I was on
own
that
world,
page, yeah.
right? So I mean, could that be the god or whatever? Yeah, sure, but like, are they gonna be fucking controlling us as like a video game or like or is it just like the code that's, you know what I mean? It's, I don't know. So like, but we just started talking about like demons and shit, and when you say demons, I feel like it's like the traditional Bible, fucking heaven and earth, angel and whatever the fuck, and
Absolutely.
and that, yeah, but I don't vibe with that. Like even if you say like, you believe in, you would rather believe in man than God. The definition, if you're talking about angels and demons, and the definition that you're talking about in terms of God, it essentially comes from man, right? It comes from the Bible and Jesus Christ.
Not exactly.
And like all these other things.
Yes, it does. But there is. So I went down a whole rabbit hole where I stopped believing in God. Obviously, when I was struggling with my neck.
Go ahead.
The reason all of my reasons for not believing in God were things that you mentioned. Like I was like, aliens, and then I was like, man did all this stuff with mind you, my grandfather's a pastor, so I thought I knew everything there was to know. So I was like, get man created the Bible, but then I actually like rolled up my sleeves and started like digging into it, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm fucking wrong. Like I am very wrong.
But like, why do you say that you're wrong? Like, what made you believe?
So,
what converted you? I guess you could say.
So actually, there's this guy Wes Huff, and he blew up on YouTube because he debated this guy Billy Carson, who's like this pretty well-known, like ancient, he's a self-proclaimed ancient like civilization expert, and he goes around and always like talking about aliens and stuff. Well, he sounds really intelligent until he talks to somebody who actually is intelligent. And they had a debate, and this debate literally blew up all over the world. And it was like so crazy. This guy talked to this guy, Wes Huff, and Wes actually is a literal, he's a linguist, ancient language expert. He studies papyrology, which is the study of papyrus, the ancient texts, and the Bible. And one of his things was he was like, well, I grew up in a missionary household and I started studying. He was like, one day I just decided, I was like, I need to know what's right and what, like, I need to know what to believe in. So he started studying the different religions, and that's what led him to believe in Christianity. And then he goes on to explain why it is, all these reasons that people use commonly to like deflect and say that Christianity is like man-made, he destroyed all of them. And I was like, wow, these are all the things that I used to like think were reasons for me to not believe in Christianity. And as he destroyed all of that, I was like, fuck, like I don't have anything left. Like
Do
it
you have
makes sense. Like
Do you have the link to this
he,
interview or whatever?
yeah, it's really easy to find. In fact, it went so viral that Joe Rogan was like, I gotta have this guy on my show. And he came on his show, and when he was done with Joe Rogan started going to church.
Okay, let me see. What is the guy's name?
Wes Huff.
Oh, right there, Wes Huff. 252
So
Joe
that
Rogan
debate
experienced Wesley
with Billy
Huff.
Carson was so bad, Billy Carson tried to sue him to make him not release the video.
I'll check out the Joe. It's a 3-hour podcast. It's pretty long.
All of Joe Rogan's podcasts are 3 hours.
Oh, is it? Shit, I didn't even know. Oh no, actually, I think one of them was
Oh,
like
yeah,
8
yeah.
hours. But
Oh yeah, the longer he can get you to sit down and talk, the longer he'll go.
I don't never usually watch the entire episode of a Joe Rogan. I don't think I've ever seen an entire episode, like ever. But okay, I'll check it out. But I still think that, like, all right, in order to have like religion, you need blind faith, right? You need.
So you need blind faith in anything. Everything involves not believing in God is blind faith.
True, but it's believing in, what you see and what you can test and all that other stuff, no?
Which is very limited, and that's what I mean. Like everything's a lie,
But like,
right? Like
but
the more you,
but not believing in God, it's okay if you're like, let's say, agnostic or atheist or like whatever, right? Like it's okay for you to say you don't know. Whereas a Christian, it is not okay for you to say that. You have to believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God or whatever the fuck. The same with Muhammad or whatever, like the Middle Eastern stuff, or the Moses and the Jews.
so basically,
or whatever the fuck, right?
so the story of Jesus is pretty wild, right? Like he came and he fulfilled 200 and some odd prophecies, which is like you have a better chance of getting struck by lightning.
Supposedly.
No, like so that's the thing is like Jesus is one of the most well documented people in history, right? There even atheists will like historians that are atheists, they will not dispute the existence of Jesus. Like he was one of the most well documented individuals in history.
I think that he was alive. Do I think that everything that he said and did and where he disappeared and this and that and blah blah blah? Do I think that it never ever got twisted and the book was like the game Telephone, right? Where like things would change over time. Do I think that never happened?
So Wes Huff actually does a really good job explaining why that is not a good argument. The whole telephone game thing. So it comes down to understanding ancient cultures. Also, the Romans were extremely detailed record keepers, and so were the Hebrews.
So much of the Romans was gone. Also, so much of the ancient Roman history. So I actually know ancient Roman history because I love ancient Roman history. But so much of that, one, has disappeared, and then two, so much of it has also been skewed, like wars and this and that gets skewed to whoever's in control. So of course I would think, the Vatican has tried to do that multiple times over the past, fucking whatever, however many thousand years. But it's not like I don't trust humans. Religion is human made.
Yeah, and that was exactly that was exactly my argument.
And but religion is man made and man governed and all that shit, right?
See,
it's not on the blockchain.
Jesus was also against religion. Yeah. If you actually read the story, like most even the Christian religions are wrong. The Catholics are freaking satanic.
Bro, look. Here's something that I could say that I think sort of puts things into perspective of like how bad humans are at keeping record or figuring fucking anything out, right? You said like Jesus Christ is one of the most well documented humans to ever exist in history, right? You know who else was? Fucking Hitler. Where the fuck is Hitler? Where did he die? Where did his body go? Nobody knows. So like this was just like a few like 100 something plus years ago, like, or more than that, whatever the fuck.
It's
right?
pretty well documented that he died in his bunker.
Yeah, but they never found the body.
Supposedly, but supposedly Russia has it.
So what? What the fuck did you? When the fuck did Russia get that?
Dude, no. Russia has claimed to have his body forever.
I've never heard of that.
They won't let anybody get near it.
I've never heard of that.
Dude, I'm surprised there's documentaries on it.
But like the whole thing with like the Jesus stuff, man. I mean, I haven't seen it. I've seen a lot of documentaries on like World War II and Hitler and all that other shit. I've never heard of Russia claiming ownership of his body or anything like that. I know that like they say, oh, you know, he supposedly died in a bunker or whatever the fuck, and then it kind of like just dies off from there. Maybe I haven't researched further, but I mean, I don't really care to be honest. But
I mean, so if you go into World War II history, a lot of that is all distorted by the Jews.
Don't get me banned, bro.
Yeah, dude, like it gets so like they make the concentration camps, right? Like one of the
Do you believe that the concentration camps were real and Jews actually died?
Yes, I do. But here's the thing: they weren't intentionally like starving the Jews. We cut all their supplies off. They were starving, like the Germans were starving too. They weren't like starve the Jews and just sitting there like feasting. They were all starving to death because we cut their supplies off.
Okay, I mean, I don't know how to get into that one. I guess, I mean, it makes sense, but I don't know the details enough to comment.
So, do you know why they wanted to kick the Jews out of their country?
The Germans?
Yeah.
Why?
Because prior to that, the Jews there was not millions of them in Germany. That number is completely fictitious. There was like somewhere around 200,000, less than 200,000 Jews. But yet they controlled all of the politics and all of the banking and all of the media. They had like Germany was getting pissed because they had an overrepresentation in their country, and they kept crashing the economic markets for their benefit, and Germany got fucking tired of it.
See, but you're saying this, but where's the proof of that? Like everyone says like, oh, they controlled everything. Like where's the proof of that?
They still do it.
And then like even when you say like, okay, Hollywood is owned by the Jews, right? Like all the big directors and this and that and blah blah, they're all Jewish.
No, not even that. All the actors, even all of the actors, even if you look up the black ones, they're all Jewish. It gets crazy.
I'm pretty sure The Rock is not a Jew. Pretty sure.
I don't know. Start digging into his heritage.
That's a dark ass Jew. Bro, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. Fucking.
No, I mean, from a Christian perspective, though, right? Like the Jews, you know, and Noah's children. Like, so the story of Noah is not like a Christian thing. That's actually a worldwide. Every culture in the world actually had a story of a great flood, and China even has a story of a great flood with Noah. And if you take everything that we use for a basis of evolution, if you take that and remove the theory of evolution and then say, all right, if there was a worldwide flood, right, and the world got shaken up with water, what happens when you take a bunch of different types of dirt and shake it up in a jar with water and let it settle? It settles in layers, and everything settles according to like what would die first. And animals don't fossilize unless they're like rapidly buried, right? Like the whole fact that we have the periodic table is evidence that there was a massive worldwide destructive flood. Otherwise, all of those animals would never have been fossilized like that.
Yeah, but I mean, so like that's getting into like the have you seen not ancient aliens? Fuck, what was that? What was that show?
I have seen Ancient Aliens. Yeah.
No, Ancient Aliens is different. That was pretty good too, but it's like old. It's not. I mean, it's
Ancient
what
Civilizations
is it? Ancient Civilizations on Netflix, right? With like the fucking balding dude.
with Graham Hancock.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he talks about like there's like this theory of this flood that basically wiped out like majority of all the land and this creatures and blah blah blah. I mean, if humans were
absolutely.
around and annotated that and like that story was around, then that's where essentially Noah's flood and all this other stuff could have came from, right? Um,
Exactly.
but then like look how much that has changed in the Bible itself. It's
But not. So that's where it's so vastly similar that it's actually like an argument for the the worldwide flood and the
no, no,
creation.
no.
You,
There,
the Grand
but
Canyon,
the
the Grand
Bible
Canyon did
says,
not happen over millions of years.
look,
That
look, look,
was
look, look,
that
look,
was
look.
from a massive flood.
But the Bible says like, oh, you know, Noah's Ark, you know, the God flooded the earth and killed everybody specifically because they were all sinful and this and that and blah 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 blah. But in reality, it could have just been a fucking ice age where the ice thawed out and you know it was just a natural fucking thing that happened. It had nothing to do with you know some entity that's overlooking and you know judging us and all this other bullshit, right? It could have just been a regular ass
Well,
thing.
that's one way to dismiss it, even though there's like heaps of evidence that tell you no, this is what happened, and you're like, I don't want to believe that.
What do you mean heaps of evidence? Where
Like
there's what's the heaps of evidence that God decided to fucking smite the earth?
uh, the biblical record, right? Like the word of God, or as
But that's
so
not heaps of
in the
evidence. That's literally
Muslim.
one book that's not that has
So
no
it's not
evidence
one
at
book.
all.
It's not one book.
Well,
The
it's like
Bible
two or
is a
three books,
codex.
whatever.
No, it's like 200 or 300 books.
Okay, whatever. But there's that's not evidence. How is that evidence?
So it is historical evidence, and that's
I could
where when you
I
get into like the
I could
research with Wes Huff, he explains how they authenticate stuff like that, and it gets really interesting.
look.
And then so
I
God
just
did
wrote
proclaim.
J5 is gay in the general chat. So therefore, is that evidence that you're gay?
I mean, was it inspired by God?
You're retarded. Ugh, this fucking thing. Hold on one second. I'm trying to let me finish this damn thingamajig. It's been a fun chat though, that's for sure. I was trying to get Salsa on here because he's also like very Bible thumpy, and I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. I've tried like when I
So
went to prison,
I
I
was on the
tried.
same page, bro.
When I went to prison, I'll check out this Joe Rogan thing, but I highly doubt he's gonna be able to like instill blind faith in me. But I went to prison. I like went
The
to
Joe
church.
Rogan
I've
is
read
just a
everything.
discussion.
So then, which one is
Now,
the debate argument that you were talking about?
so that's him and Billy Carson.
Okay, so I'm gonna duplicate and
And that's just the tip of the iceberg. So
oh, there
that
you go. West
like
of Billy
I was
Carson. There you go. Full
now
unedited West
at
Billy.
when I watched that, I was completely anti-God, anti-Christian. Like I didn't believe in it. I was exactly on the same page you're on. But mind you, I came from being a Christian, years before that. But I had just been persuaded that I was wrong, and it was all bullshit. When I watched Wes Huff, after the Billy Carson thing, I dug deeper. Um, and watching Wes Huff, it gave me a lot of answers to things that I used to use as a way to logically say it was bullshit, which are a lot of the same things that you're using. If you dig into Wes Huff, he answers those questions in a most like he's one of the best. Uh, I don't even know how to say it. He's one of the best theological like explanations for a lot of the common questions for the Bible that I've ever encountered.
Okay, I mean, I'll check him out, and then we can have another discussion again afterwards.
Yeah.
But but like, I mean, it's I'm definitely skeptical. That's for sure. That he's gonna be able to convert.
Well, and so that to me, that is part of the grand design. Everything that we have experienced in life is designed to desensitize us and believe that, like all of this the shit we watch on TV, all the stories, it's all made to make us think the Bible is so fantastical. It's so crazy to think that this could be real.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'll just have to see it and see. But like demons and all that shit, like I don't know, bro. I don't know. How
So
I can
demons
believe.
are. It depends, right? Do you believe, like, do you want to believe in demons the way that Netflix tries to tell you to believe in demons, or do you want to believe in demons the way the Bible explains that they're fallen angels, right? So God created the angels and the heavens and man,
But I don't
right?
believe in angels.
So and that actually gets in. So the word angel actually just means messenger.
So what
Now,
the
if
fuck
you
does that
want to get
mean?
into,
I mean, isn't like
so
the actual like visualization of an angel supposed to be like these like multi-winged beings that are all fucking trippy looking and shit?
yeah, the seraphim and the Nephilim. Well, the
Yeah, yeah,
Nephilim
yeah,
were the
yeah.
offspring. The seraphim were and the celestial beings that God created, and who basically that the whole story of Satan is that he was like, well, I want to be fucking worshipped too. Like I'm just as good as God, and that was the downfall of him and the angels. But a lot of that story is twisted. That comes from the book of Enoch, which is not that is apocryphal, or if I'm saying the right word, we can't confirm who that book came from. So that book gets a little crazy, but it basically calls them the Watchers. That's where you get a lot of the stories and depictions of angels. But it basically all that information comes from a book that we can't confirm, therefore is not included in the Bible.
But like, I mean, so yeah, I've played Diablo, right? I know the stuff. I know the story of like the Nephilim and
Yeah,
Sephiroth
it's
and
one of
all
my
this
favorite
shit.
games.
But like, I don't know. I think that I would much rather. I think that it would be much more realistic of if there were an Illuminati, it would be managed by aliens than it would be some fucking demon shit.
Well, what if
I feel
what if the aliens are just the demons?
I feel like nah. See, then you're just. I mean, then you're just playing. What do you call it? What do you call this shit? Then you're just arguing semantics, right? And it's
Not
just
really. So like if you were a demon ruling the world, right? The Bible
no.
actually tells us that the greatest trick that Satan ever played was to convince us that he wasn't real, right? The last thing he wants us to know is that he's real, because if we know he's real, then we know God is real.
Wait, what?
So if Satan were to ever confirm to the world that he were real, right, that would be a huge, huge mistake for him, right? And mind you, this is obviously highly intelligent, far more intelligent than mankind. So he knows better than to reveal himself in any significant way, right? So his greatest trick he's ever played is to convince humanity that he doesn't exist. Because if we knew he existed, if we believed, if we actually confirmed he existed, that would also be confirmation that God existed.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to multitask, and I just can't can't deal
Yeah,
with it.
it's a deep hole.
Can't deal with it, man. I don't. I just don't see. Like to me, I feel like religion is just something that was used to understand life back in the day because we didn't have essentially science, and over time that essentially tradition. I feel like religion is a tradition more than anything. That tradition just like never faded, never went away. They just kept, repeating the same stories over and over and over and over and over and over and over. But in this modern day and age, I think that people can clearly see that, or not clearly, but I think that religion is dying, right? Like there's more and more people that are.
It's
less and
not.
less
Actually,
people.
it's not.
It is
So
actually
religion is growing rapidly.
no.
Like lately,
There's less and less
yes,
people
it is
that are
growing
becoming
rapidly.
religious. And
Now,
the
so there is a phenomenon happening in the Middle East, where so it's illegal to preach the word of God there. So there are like Muslims that are having dreams about Jesus and converting to Christianity. Um, there are kids all over the America that are just starting to turn to Christianity for like no apparent reason other than they don't they want something to believe in.
okay, so you were born Christian, right?
I was.
So you were lucky enough to be born. What about like these fucking kids in the jungle that have no experience or attachment to like civilization or fucking the United States or anything like that or anything with Christianity? Like, what are they just fucking sinners and they're all gonna die and go to hell?
No,
But I
no, no.
mean,
So
if the Bible
in the Bible, right?
says so.
You have the Trinity of God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Just because just because they're ignorant to the Word of God, they still have the ability to know God.
But then they're not they don't get what do you call that shit? Baptized.
You don't have to be baptized to believe in God.
No, but you have to
It's
be,
just that
no,
once you're aware,
you have to be baptized to go to heaven. Otherwise, you're doomed to go to hell.
that's not true. That's not true.
I'm pretty sure it says that in the Bible.
No. It does not. Now, if
What?
it does not. Now,
We're asking
you
Grok.
you can be
Does it say
you can be
that?
baptized to repent and change your life if you're a person that knows all of this, right? You're not ignorant to all of this, and then you decide one day to accept God and repent. You can be baptized and wash away your sin, and all baptizing is accepting Jesus Christ as your savior, right? So that was so Jesus Christ basically came and said to the Jews, he said, you guys were invited to the wedding and you've refused my invitation. So now I will go out and I will invite, everybody else to take your spots, right? And all so that's where Jesus grafted in all of mankind and that's where our job is to basically just let people know the only thing you have to do is believe that in Jesus Christ. And on the day of judgment, Jesus is supposed to basically come to like when you're being judged, Jesus is supposed to say, he is one of my children, he is okay, right? And everybody else that has denied him, Jesus will say, I did not know you.
Okay, look, right here, Grok just found the Bible does not explicitly state that baptism is required to enter heaven, but certain verses link it to salvation, leading to different interpretations across Christian traditions. For instance, John 3:5 mentions being born of water and the Spirit to enter God's kingdom, often seen as referring to baptism, while Mark 16:16 says whoever believes and is baptized will be saved. Acts 2:38 calls for baptism for the forgiveness of your sins. Many Protestant groups, including evangelicals and Baptists, hold that salvation comes by grace through faith alone, with baptism as an act of obedience but not essential for heaven. They point to examples like the thief on the cross who was promised paradise without baptism. I mean, that's true. I remember reading that. In contrast, the Roman Catholic Church, Eastern Orthodox Church, Churches of Christ, and some Lutherans teach baptismal regeneration, meaning baptism is necessary for salvation and forgiveness of sins, often tied to infant baptism. Exceptions like baptism of desire may apply for those. Ultimately, views depend on the denominational doctrine with no universal Christian consensus. Like, you guys can just make up whatever the fuck you want, bro. Like, what if they're right? The like more, I don't know, hardcore ones are right, and people that don't get baptized are going to hell, right? So what I mean,
so you defer to the Bible, and as long as you have faith, Jesus said, if you have faith the size of a mustard seed, then you are saved, right? And a lot of the Bible also says that salvation does not come through works. Jesus also said, so here's two things the Catholics do. The Catholics call themselves Father, and they forgive sin. They don't just forgive sin. You can pay them money to forgive more sin, right? Two things Jesus explicitly said you shall not do. only He can forgive sin, right? And that is through salvation. And you certainly can't buy your way. And in several verses, it is explicit that works alone will be worth nothing, right? Just because you do good things, if you don't have the faith, then the works are meaningless.
If you have enough faith, what? The works are meaningless?
If you don't have faith, the works are meaningless. One without the other is meaningless.
Yeah, you need blind faith in order to. That's why when I was going to church and all that stuff, it just felt like a waste of time because I knew that it was I couldn't adhere to blind faith. It's just I was just like just essentially just going through the works or just going like playing the what do you call it?
But see, that's like Jesus doesn't want blind faith in the church. In fact, Jesus was against organized religion. And that was one of Jesus' things. He was like, you guys put so much emphasis on these traditions, you forgot about the relationship. And the relationship is what God wants. God doesn't care about the traditions. The traditions are for you, not for God. God wants the relationship. That's all He wants. So the traditions of religion are all bullshit. The only thing that God wants, that Jesus requires, is a relationship.
So then what about all the Muslims, people that were born Muslim, taught Muslim?
So Muslim is a satanic, like, it is the counterpart to Christianity. Muhammad was a demonic bastard.
So I mean, so what about these like children that are born into these Muslim families and they're completely innocent? They're just born in a different region of the world. I mean, what's that? What
makes them innocent?
What is that fucking comedian's name that really hates religion? He's like balding and he's an asshole. No, he's not dead. He's fucking.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Hold on a second.
The guy you're talking about is dead. Not Bill Burr. It's a different guy.
No, Bill Burr. I'm talking about Bill Burr. That's the guy.
Oh yeah, Bill Burr. He's not really. He's just a talk show host. He's not a comedian. There is a comedian who I think you're thinking of who is dead.
No, Bill Burr is a comedian, bro. What are you talking about right here? I see him.
No, he's a talk show host.
No, I see him right now on the fucking screen. He's a comedian. He's a fucking hilarious comedian. Bill Burr.
I mean, yeah, he has a joke.
I think you're thinking of Bill Maher, dude.
No, it's fucking.
No, Bill Maher. Bill Maher. That's who you're thinking. I'm thinking of Bill Maher.
You're thinking of Bill Maher. Yeah, I'm thinking of Bill Burr.
Yeah. So Bill Burr, like, he literally is just a comedian. Like.
Yeah, but he But he has no. But he has like some really fucking like logical way of thinking of things.
That's great. You're gonna let a comedian convince you that God's not real?
I mean, you're gonna let some fucking bullshit ass book to convince you that God is real, and it's a fucking old ass book that is just fucking retarded in my opinion.
It's not just one book. It's a lot of books that have been studied for thousands of years.
Did you study all of those books yourself? You're literally
actually growing up. I did.
Like you're gonna sit here and tell me like, okay, this innocent baby born in fucking wherever, India or Afghanistan or whatever, right? Just like innocent baby, 3 months old. It's a fucking demon, bro. How dare it murder it?
I didn't say he's a demon. No.
I mean, they're born into they're gonna become Muslim most likely, right? And because they have no idea about, just like you when you were taught Christianity when you were young, right? I'm sure that they probably think that you're a fucking demon too, but you were innocent. You were just being taught this shit, and because you live in that area. And everyone is right? Like the Jews think that they're right because they were all born in that area and they learned that shit. The Christians that were born in America and born in the UK.
Interesting about the Torah. So the Quran tells the Muslims to defer to the Torah and the Injil. So they're supposed to actually defer to the Torah, which is the Bible of the Jews, the Old Testament, and the Injil, which the Muslims argue they won't accept that it's the gospel of Jesus, but that's exactly what it is. So their book tells them to defer to those. But when you dig into the Quran, it is there's so much fucking like horrible shit in the Quran that when it's actually brought to light, some Muslims will turn away from it.
I mean, I don't
Now,
know.
so they have what are
I
called
haven't
imams and stuff.
I haven't read the Quran,
It gets really deep. There are
but I still don't.
there's a group of
I still don't believe that like everyone is just magically born into the real like the real religion, the real thing, right? I don't believe that shit. I think that religion is fucking
you're not
man-made.
magically born into it.
It's no, but everyone thinks that they're in the right religion because of where they're born. If you're born in the United States, you're most likely Christian or grew up in a Christian household, Christian family, or whatever the fuck, because that's the religion of the land. If you're born in fucking Jerusalem or wherever the fuck, you're most likely well, actually, they have like all sorts of things over there, so I don't even know. But if you're born in Afghanistan or Pakistan, you're most likely Muslim or whatever the fuck, right? And then they think that they are the one true religion with the one true God, right? If you're born like the Buddhism, or if you're born in Japan, you think that Buddhism is essentially the religion, even though they don't really believe in God. But it's the same thing, India. You believe that the fucking whatever, the fucking bitch with many arms and shit is like you believe in that shit, right? But you believe in whatever the area that you're actually born in, because most people don't even care to learn about the other religions, and even if they do, they're already so they're so brainwashed essentially into believing that their religion is the one true religion that they just hop on the bandwagon and in order to save themselves from to save themselves from all the sinning and all the blah 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 blah. When in reality, I think it's complete bullshit. I personally believe that whatever the fuck happened with Jesus Christ and all this other shit, a lot of it is just made up fibs. Maybe motherfuckers were high as shit on mushrooms or some crap. Like, I don't fucking know, right? Maybe the stories were just made up and they were not really even be meant to be taken in a literal sense. And a lot of it is just stories, just like Noah's Ark, right? So we don't know because this shit is so fucking long. It happened so long ago, and shit could have been altered and changed at such a long time that we just simply don't fucking know, right?
But so that's your assumption without any.
But you're assuming that it didn't happen. Right, you're assuming that everything.
There is actual historical documentation that it did,
and you haven't seen any of it in your hands. None of it. You haven't seen a goddamn and they don't let anybody in the fucking Vatican treasury.
I haven't seen it in my hands.
They don't let anybody in the Vatican.
Only place. So, for instance, like one of the most important books of the Bible is from the Dead Sea Scrolls, because there's like a 1,500 year separation between these books, where I think it's the book of Isaiah is like word for word. It's like and that's like a miracle in itself. But to have still something.
Look, whatever. None of it explains how 100 years ago, before we had the internet, all of these people born everywhere else that wasn't Christian are going to hell, and they're innocent. No, I mean they were If
the Bible explains it, it does. And how? you called them innocent, right? But like, God has destroyed the earth and wiped out mankind more than once. And just because you don't like that doesn't mean that God's not real.
No, but how are they not innocent? If we're all made in God's fucking and his what do you call it? In his vision or whatever the fuck, right?
In his image.
In his image. There you go. If we're made in his image, and these guys, and essentially, if there's a fucking kid that's born, and it's just a baby, and it's not Christian, doesn't even know how to fucking think about God and shit, and then it dies, is that baby going to hell?
If I remember correctly, basically, so Satan corrupted the earth, and that's when the story of Adam and Eve and the original corruption, and that's when we were forced out of the Garden of Eden, where the world was perfect, and we have basically been cursed ever since. We like one of the God's punishments for us is to toil, to work the earth. We like one of the God's punishments for us is to toil, to work the earth. we're basically a huge disappointment to God.
You know, I think. Sorry to chime in. I just like
No, please do.
conversations like this. You know, in my whole theory, I think religion was made up to um, show us that our you know, us ourselves are God. You know, um, and it's
It's
really
extremely
just
egotistical.
God. Well, not like as in an egotistical way, but like um, didn't Jesus himself say something like along the lines of "We are all God," or
No, no, he said he was God.
that Jesus was God?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know. I like religion fascinates me. I'm more of a spiritual guy. Um, but it's interesting listening to y'all, conversate about it.
I mean, it's
Thanks for chiming in.
a deep rabbit hole.
I mean, I personally think religion was made to control mankind and to answer things that we didn't know how to be answered. Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah. Hey, it's nice meeting you, Wolf.
Well,
Nice to meet you too, brother.
You know,
I couldn't see your
I've been
name. It says
holding
like
coin.
E something, right?
Expert forklift driver. It's just
It's
a little
just
name
E.
I made.
Oh, ex
No,
forklift driver. Expert.
expert forklift driver.
Are you an actual forklift driver?
um, I'm not certified. I drove one for like 5 years. I have a video of me crashing one.
see, I'm
Nice.
certified, but I haven't driven one in like 10 years.
Dude, I was unloading 8,000 pounds and I was on an incline and I braked ever so slightly and the whole load just tumbled off. I almost got fired.
Did you have like a 3 or 4 stage?
No, it was just like a regular little Nissan forklift.
I have
Yeah,
no
dude.
idea
I
what you guys are
almost
talking
crushed
about.
the truck driver.
So there's different size forklifts for different size loads.
I got a big load for you.
Um,
Ah, dude. So that actually reminds me. This is slightly off topic, but I saw this video. It's a legit video of these guys calling the cops to get his sister out of his business, and his business was a laundromat, and you're not going to believe what the name of it was. Big Loads.
Nice.
oh, hell yeah.
It's like
So I was like, ah.
it's like the in Vegas. There's like a very famous Vietnamese pho noodle shop, and it's a fuck him long, like fuck him long time. Pretty funny.
All right, so Wolf,
What's up?
you know, I put a fair amount into your coin, or a fair amount for me. What's like I haven't seen a good project like this since like Ethereum days, dude. How long you been working on what exchange?
What exchange? I've
What do you
been
mean
working on
by
it for like a
Ethereum,
year.
man?
Okay.
Yeah, what exchange for like a year? I mean, the token hasn't launched or anything like that, right? But we have the educational platform that's actually already live. I just have to make the content for it. After I finished doing this shit, I was actually supposed to start doing the lessons, but then we started talking about fucking Jesus Christ and shit, and I just can't, I just can't focus. But aliens and religion and all the fucking demons and all sorts of shit, PCP. But
So I have another theory too. That
hold
goes
on before we get into the craziness. But yeah, but I started working on What Exchange for like a year now. I'm not a dev, right? So I have to. It's a lot slower because I have to essentially get other devs to work on the shit, and our team is not like
so
super
good for me.
big. It's like we have our team is 21 people, including me.
Okay.
So it's still a pretty small team.
How many devs are in that?
7. And so yeah, so we're building a bunch of shit. We also have to like, tweak things for the website and do this, whatever, right? So it shit takes time. We have the launchpad coming out very soon. It should be getting into like scoping of the audits or whatever, hopefully any day now. I've been waiting, keeps getting delayed.
Okay, cool.
And
Um,
then the Wolf token is just, yeah, it's not what exchange, right? But it's just my own token for mostly like marketing, but also anything that I build, it's essentially gonna get like access to, right? So like what exchange, when we launch the what token, it's gonna essentially snipe that or be like one of the first buyers. Um,
100%.
it,
Yeah.
it's also gonna profit from like the airdrop of the what token, right? Because the what token's having an airdrop, and I'm using the the treasury to like trade with and shit like that. But then mostly just like live streaming, doing like affiliate marketing, this, that, blah, 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 to create revenue that I can manage the treasury with, and then use that to essentially pump the price, right?
Yeah, bro. I loved how you launched this token, dude. You're a fucking goat for that. It was great. My thing, like, I was in your stream and I was watching, and I was like moving some positions around to buy some more. I only have $60 in it, but like I was, trying to get more in there, and then you deleted the entire supply. That was so fucking good. And then you bought the
The
dip with
bottom.
15K. That shit was so funny, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you're a pump funner. I'm not a pump funner at all, so I don't really know how these things really go. I mean, I see online and I hear, right? It's just like all scams and fucking rugs and the PvP, right? Trenches, where it's just people fighting each other or scamming each other, essentially. Um,
Yeah, you really got to know what you're doing. Like a lot of these people are just scared people with like, they put their $100 in there and they just hope for the best. But like, there's a 96% loss rate in meme coins.
Scammed once.
Um,
That was Rexus Capital. Fucking cocksuckers.
yeah, so everyone's used to like essentially getting rugged, right? They're not used to people
yeah,
coming back,
exactly.
and yeah, I mean, I get that, but hopefully, like over time, really, what I want to do is essentially get the stream to like the top position, and
Oh,
by
I see the
then,
vision, man.
yeah, by then we're already at the all-time high of the price. People will come in and be like, "Oh shit, look at this! It's not a fucking essential rug pump fun rug, whatever." And then
Oh yeah,
hopefully
dude.
by then is when we'll get like the FOMO of people buying in.
It's kind of
Yeah, you're
stupid,
gonna.
right? Like, it's so easy once a coin's already made. Like, why not just maintain it? Why rug it?
Yeah, so I used to
That's a
do
very
both
good
because
question.
like in this market you need both. You need ruggers and you need people like me.
It's just, I mean, the answer is people are just extremely lazy and selfish. So they're like, just fucking take the money and run.
Well, yeah, it takes
Yeah,
a lot longer to like get rich or profitable from a project without rugging it, essentially. Like, for example, how long is it gonna take for my bags in the Wolf token right now to get to the $1 million or whatever that I burned originally, right? Like I could have just rugged it, drained,
Especially
a
outside of
mill,
bull, right?
and that's it,
oh,
and I would have
100%.
had a mill. But I mean, thankfully, I don't have to do that because I already got, revenue streams elsewhere. But yeah, I mean, like rugging is definitely gonna make you money quicker, and then you launch another one, then you do it again, again, again. But like, I feel like Pump Fun is like this whole like PvP and trenches thing has made it too easy and acceptable for people to essentially be pieces of shit. Because I don't think that rugging and like scamming and like tricking people out of their money and all that shit is a good thing, right?
Yeah,
But the people like,
and
Hello, hello.
people are gonna fucking let us do it, and it's perfectly legal. Why not? But it's like, well, you're just a piece of shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's a scummy thing to do. But like, see, so I lost like $2,000, and I went to rugging, and I made that 2,000 back, and then I went back to regular trading, and I feel like
So
knowing how to rug.
you've rugged people before?
Yeah, not for much, like 200, $300, like nothing big. I wasn't really good at it, but I got my 2,000 back, and I'm glad that I went through the rugging process because now I know what to look out for when I'm trading, and my win rate went from like negative 30 to um 78% win rate one time, and I had like 8 copy traders behind me. But I round tripped a fucking bag of 100 grand with Kind Coin.
Oh, dude, I
Because
lost
I
a
was
lot on
My
Kind as
biggest
well.
loss was a scam wick on fucking Ethereum.
no, I bought a Kind Coin at 48K.
Yeah. Oh, wait, 48K, isn't that a lot? Or isn't that cheap? Super cheap?
Yeah, it was super cheap. I turned 2 grand into 100 grand, and I round tripped that shit like a motherfucker, bro.
Oof. I mean, at least yeah, I fucking essentially bought the top and lost
Oh man.
like 87% or some shit. But you know what's retarded and what's crazy is that those are the funds that I used to buy Look, and I had fucking essentially insider info on Look. It was like an anonymous tip that it was the Pornhub and the porn cabal coin, and I bought in, and then that shit started dumping. So I sold Look at a loss, bought into Kind at the top, lost even more, like negative 87% or something. And then and I mean eventually, like, essentially it was just like fucking nothing. But I think I converted that into like Solana for the Wolf token. But the Look news came out like a few days ago, and that shit pumped up to like more than 2x my original entry. I could have just if I would have just held that, I would have had probably like another like
It's all
200
about
Solana or
patience.
some shit. Yeah, I know it is all about patience. That's why but here I am trying to teach, Wolf token holders like, hey guys, it's all about patience. Just like hold on, like it'll go up nice and slow, blah blah blah. But I wasn't even patient enough to hold on to my fucking Look token. Well, I was afraid of getting rugged, right? Which is, I guess, is what they're
Yeah,
experiencing
FOMO.
as well.
Well, I have one that y'all might like. I mean, I'm not telling you I'm buying into it. If you want to check it out, it's Grokkapedia. It's made by Defiant L on Twitter, and he interacts with Elon daily. And Elon's been talking a bunch about Grokkapedia. On top of that, one of the Grok devs are also following Defiant L, who made this coin. Um,
Can
and
you like
Elon Musk himself,
can you share the link
yeah,
of
yeah,
it in the general chat? I'll review it.
yeah.
Careful, Wolf. He said he likes to rug people.
But no, this is like an established thing. I bought into this like a couple of days ago. But here you go.
What the
That's
fuck is this?
Padre link.
Padre? What is
That's my
Padre?
trading platform. Hold on. Padre is a trading platform that I use. It gives me a bunch of insights like who's
Is it
holding your
Catholic?
token, how many, like it'll show me like dev holding percentage, sniper percentage, insiders, bundles,
What
fresh
is this?
holding
What does it say for Wolf token?
for Wolf token. Hold on.
Like how
I'll send you a
many?
screenshot.
All right, yeah.
All right, so just off the bat, yours looks really good. The
Everyone keeps saying that,
30%
but
top holders.
I don't know what that means.
So like you have 30% top holders, like top 10 holders, but one of that is you.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's not great.
the top one is me. No, I mean I think that
Yeah.
people actually like that. To be honest, it like shows that I'm actually.
Yeah, but on paper, it's consolidated.
Oh, 100%. Like on your token, Wolf, I feel like the more percentage, like a lot of people freak out on the percentage of tokens you own, but like on Wolf, the more you have, the better, because you're gonna set it up to where it's like a DAO, right? Where you can lock it up and earn interest on it, or like earn
He's also
order
not
tokens.
anonymous, right? Like he's not going to rug people and then disappear.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not just that the what is his insiders, by the way? It says 14%, but I mean I want a big bag of it and essentially get more because I want to ethically be able
Well,
to
the flips.
snipe my other tokens. Like what exchange and all this other shit, right? And then also like I do very well with affiliate marketing, so I know how important essentially passive revenue or passive income streams are. And I already planned on live streaming anyways for What Exchange to start shilling it, right? So I was already gonna
Who's
live
your
stream
biggest affiliate now?
for What Exchange. Who's my biggest affiliate?
Yeah, is it still Bybit or is it What Exchange?
Oh, you mean like who's earning me the most money? I don't earn any money from What Exchange. It's all going to Treasury, right? So, but definitely
Mostly
Bybit.
Bybit then, right?
I mean, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it wasn't, even if like I definitely earn more on Bybit than the entire exchange earns on What Exchange. We do very well with Bybit, but having this passive revenue stream allows you to just do so much more, right? Like allows you to compound onto these farms, allows you to do this, that, blah, blah, blah. And I see how much like money can be made on PumpFun. Right now it's not much anymore because we're not, we don't have that much volume going on the token. But I think that once we get back that hype and everything, I mean you can make pretty good money. I mean, just the very first day that it launched, we made essentially like 20K, right? So if we could convert that into a daily thing and it starts trading a lot, that's why I want to get some liquidity over on like the other other AMMs, so that we have like the arbitrage bots constantly trading, right? And we can profit from that. But if we can increase the volume on Wolf to where it starts earning quite a lot for the treasury, and then use that to compound into farms, use that to invest into other things, blah, 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 whatever, private sales and like all this other stuff, then it's essentially it's kind of like a hedge fund, right? Asset management.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's just managed by me.
There's 3 things I would like to tell you. On your Wolf token, before selling with a dev wallet, I would transfer it to the wallet you bought 15K worth with. Just because whenever a dev sale goes off on Axiom or Padre or whatever, people have their setting to where it's automatic. They'll sell whenever a dev will sell, so it just creates a big dumping effect.
But I don't.
Cascade.
But I don't intend to ever sell on the dev
wallet. I know what you mean. I thought you said something about using those funds for your future token launches.
No. I want to so for future like token, if I were to launch a token or whatever, I would just use the Solana that's earned from the thing, right? I wouldn't sell Wolf token in order to get Solana in order to do the other stuff, right? I would just use fresh Solana from the earnings. And then for listing liquidity on like Aerodrome or on Uniswap or whatever on Ethereum, or maybe like Pancake Swap for Binance Alpha, I would essentially buy and acquire either BNB or ETH from the treasury as well, like from the earnings, the Solana earnings. I wouldn't sell the Wolf token. So essentially,
what platform did you build Wolf on?
PumpFun. I launched it on PumpFun.
Yeah, but what'd you build it on?
What do you mean build it on?
Ethereum or Solana or
PumpFun is only Solana.
Only Solana, okay.
Yeah, so right now it's only on Solana, but I want to make it OFT. I want to put it on a layer 0 bridge, and then set up some LPs elsewhere. And then even on my own personal wallet, I'll most like if I wanted to sell, I wouldn't just sell like on the open market. I would most likely add into liquidity on Ethereum or whatever. And then as the price inevitably goes up, then it, in a sense, is just passively selling, right? Because I'll be acquiring more Ethereum while losing the Wolf token. So like something like that I think is a very fair, nice, easy, balanced way to exit portions of it over time or whatever the fuck, right? But it's still like contributing into the ecosystem in a positive way.
Yeah, you're not massively dumping all at once.
Yeah, and then
Second thing,
and you're adding liquidity, right? Which allows the arbitrage bots to essentially create even more and more.
You're not trapping people in their bags, yeah.
second thing too is like, bro, you're doing nothing wrong with Wolf Token. Like it's doing great. It's just that all the volume is in BNB because of all the hype right now. Like nothing's running like it should be. Like Rockopedia should be up at like at least a mil. Wolf should at least be over fucking 4 mil right now, like in normal market conditions on PumpFun, because like this is gold. Nobody's.
My favorite project for like actual like the project is ICP.
Yeah, but
Internet.
ICP sucks at marketing and all that shit. Actually,
Yeah, but
our devs for the launchpad is like ICP Poland, whatever the fuck, people.
dude, they're literally building everything like computer wise. They're building it on ICP now. Like the coding courses I was taking, they updated everything, and everything is now being taught to build on ICP.
Yeah, but but it doesn't. I don't know. ICP is like, it just seems like a token that just keeps going down. Even though supposedly the like tech behind it is supposed to be like the bee's knees.
Yeah, it's the only one that has, put the internet itself on the blockchain. It's going to be, it's going to be a big like shift to put everything on the blockchain because it eliminates Amazon web services and it eliminates Google web services. It eliminates all those people.
But
so
ICP,
it's gonna happen.
But ICP is already like super high. This Grok shit is 500K market cap. What is this Grokopedia? Shill it to me.
Okay, so this is this is what I do every day. Like I just like a shit.
But but this is not
Anyway.
going to be used for the actual thing, is it?
So I think it could be, because Wikipedia had that funding problem, and Elon's already like big into crypto. With Defiant L making this, he could attach a link to this, which he hasn't done yet.
Well,
But
so
anyway.
explain it though. Like Grokopedia is like a Wikipedia, but there's a coin attached to it.
There could be a coin attached to it. So this Grokopedia is going to be the new Wikipedia, made by Elon. If you look on Defiant L's Twitter, now this is all speculation, but if you look on
Can you post his
Defiant L's
Twitter?
Twitter, yeah. So he has 1.6 million followers on Twitter. He's followed by Elon Musk, Donald Trump Jr. Who else?
I see him. Oh yeah, I know this account.
Yeah, David Sachs, Tom Fitton. David Sachs is also, like he's getting into crypto too.
So 1.6 million, and then this is the actual link of the token that he just launched.
Yes. You can verify that in the community that he posted on his Twitter.
Yeah, I see it. It's actually like part of the bio.
Yeah. So obviously he could just be using Elon's image, but Elon's actually responded to him on one of the posts about Grokopedia, and Elon has also been posting about Grokopedia. So, obviously it's just my thoughts on it. Y'all do what y'all will with that.
Wait, but is he like a dev?
Yeah.
Is he actually like attached to the official Grokopedia?
It doesn't sound like it.
Yes. It's not. I don't think that's a thing.
So he just essentially made a PumpFun token that mimics the Grokopedia thing, and he's a big KOL.
Interacts with him. He actually devved the Valentine token that went to 20 mil, and didn't really have Elon's support. but this one has getting Elon support.
In what way?
Like, okay, so let me back up. Not this one particularly. This is the only account that has made a Grokkapedia coin that Elon Musk is interacting with. So, like I said, it's just speculation. But say I'll put $100 in here. If it did go to 20 mil, it'd be pretty.
Yeah, a
decent
lot of money's
returns.
made on speculation.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess yeah. If you put like $100 and if it actually did become attached to like the real Grokkapedia, then it would go way higher than 20 mil.
Yeah, definitely. And then, so he also posted this on Twitter. Sorry, I'm trying to find the picture.
By the way, putting the PumpFun token thing, that's pretty smart. Or the ticker. I wonder if I should do that on mine.
In your
In my
your bio,
communities
on
thing,
your,
yeah.
oh yeah, 100%, dude. That amps it up.
You can make it easier.
Damn, there's still 688 retards listening in on us. Jeez. on Twitter. Holy crap, that's a lot of fucking viewers on Twitter. Yeah, 685. So now I see why Live on Next, Marty Party's got like 3.1k, Rostaland 189, 80. Man, there's 688 people watching this shit. Go buy my token. What are you doing? What
many
are
of
you
those are
doing? Go
bots?
bump it. Yeah, what? I mean, no. Why would it be bots? These are probably people that are like awake, working, in the U.S. or fucking driving somewhere or something. That's usually how it is. Like people are just like lurkers
When
essentially.
you think about the population, it's actually extremely small.
Well, yeah. I mean, I have 63,700 followers, so 685 out of that is like what? 1%. Right? So, still pretty good, I guess. But I'm just surprised that there's people still fucking tuned in watching this stuff. Let's see what is on PumpFun. Oh, on PumpFun is 18. It's going up. What is it on Twitch? Twitch is nobody. It's one person. YouTube.
But see, the question is, what brought him in? The religious talk or the coin talk?
No, well, I know I know the religious talk. PumpFun was lower. PumpFun was like, I think it was like 8 or 9 or something. So definitely, I think this coin talk is getting the PumpFunners in. But I think people just woke up from their fucking hangovers, right? It's probably nobody streaming right now. Who's gonna stream on a Sunday?
People just looking at their phones and they're seeing the notifications.
Basically, probably something like that. But this Grokkapedia, I mean, I'll throw down like, maybe like, I don't know, maybe like $250, $300, just to see what happens with it. $400.
Yeah, bro. And obviously, I sent you 2 more links. Of Elon Musk talking about Grokkapedia and how the Grok dev is also following Defiant L. But I think it's good speculation because if Elon did use like a coin, he could just fly with it and make the coin pay for the fees it takes to.
Yeah, but who says he wouldn't use Doge that he's already so committed to?
No, but I
He
mean,
can't get fees from Doge, though.
the chances of Elon Musk using a fucking PumpFun token to actually like do anything related to anything that he's working on, I think is extremely small. And also that without creating his own project. But even that tiny minute chance, in my opinion, is, well, to me, like, $100, $200, $300 isn't really that much, right? It's just like what? That's like a full service sex massage. So I can, it's like I can throw that down, and
Yeah, bro.
and who knows? Maybe it'll pump. Even if it doesn't, this dude's like a big KOL that made it, and 500K is pretty fucking small market cap. So I mean, it's
Yeah,
worth a
exactly.
punt.
I'm not saying he's going to use it at all, but he has been
That's what you're speculating.
posting a little bit. Yeah, so he's been posting about Grokkapedia. I would I'm gonna risk the $100, you know.
Yeah, because if just let's say if you were just to tweet about it, that's already you're gonna make like
Oh,
you
it'd be
know
instant like 20 mil market cap. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean that right there, even yeah, whatever. You'll make some like nice little money on the side. But otherwise, everyone else should buy Wolf token. Shit.
Well, they're all going to buy Grokkapedia.
They're all gonna go. No, Grok, it's actually selling right now. People were like, "Oh shit, Wolf is on it. Dump it."
yeah, somebody sold Hayward. He's been farming though. He has 24. He's bought 24 times.
24
I don't get this shit, dude. He's bought 24 times in total, like a 10.4K in buys. He sold 10.7 and made $300 profit. Why would that makes no sense?
Why would you do that? I don't know. I never understood that sort of stuff as well. Well, he probably like it's probably coming down to his entry. He's probably like, oh shit, I need to sell some, and in order to
Yeah.
like save his bag or save his position and shit, he's like getting scared because it's not money he can afford to lose, most likely.
Oh, 100%. That's how this whole I've seen the way I trade on the trenches is like I'll do a speculation play or I'll do like real projects like yours and kind stuff like that. That's the only ones I'll do. Anything else I avoid. But
Yeah, but the thing with the trenches, the thing with like PumpFun and stuff is that there's so many new coins that come out that people just cycle into like these new things and essentially just try to play that like first, you know, few hours of launch, that pump. These are pump and dump traders.
100%.
That there's so many of these coming out that people want that volatility. They want that like quick money. They want that fucking dopamine rush to the brain when they actually end up winning a certain amount of that, right? So then they just keep doing. They would rather do that, but then you get people like by the time that they figure out that shit's not sustainable, they unfortunately usually get drained and then quit, which is what you see happening with a lot of PumpFun users, right? Like there was so many users before, the hype was insane, but they all got drained, and now they're like, you know, fuck crypto. Crypto's a scam.
100%.
The real money,
people
money buys the coin, holds it through the winter, and then makes their fucking massive profits when the fucking bull run really hits.
Like,
If people could use their brains.
Sorry, I was gonna say,
Sorry, go
have there ever like what are other real legit coins that have launched on PumpFun that are still pretty much actively growing and going?
You got Kind Coin, you have Feed the People. What's another one? You have
This guy says fart coin.
oh my god.
New to crypto, your coin is the third. What's this guy say? New to crypto, your coin is the third one I've ever bought. Wow. Happy to break your virginity, bro.
There's a couple more good projects.
Jelly. But like, all right, so the live stream thing I think is definitely the meta right now.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, and it's just not as popular right now because everybody's in fucking BNB.
I hate CZ. I hate Binance ecosystem with the
Bro,
passion.
me too, dude.
Fucking hate it so badly.
No, if people could actually use their brain and trade in markets like this, you can make a lot of money. Like people are always wanting like 1,000x's, but like, bro, you can get 4% on your whole return in like 2 seconds. Why would you even? Anyway, like once I started using my brain and trading narratives and shit, like my P&L went from negative $2,500 to 35,000 in a month. That's my realized profit, and then I
Nice.
reached up. Like I topped off at like 120K if I round trip that bag. But I'm still
a lot of
holding
your retail traders they're going to enter, they're going to take a loss, and then they're going to sell instead of waiting for the rebound. So they never get to see the rebound because they just didn't hang around long enough.
Well,
Oh, bro, my favorite.
I don't
Sorry,
I don't
this
think
is
I
like
don't think
Michael
there's gonna
saying.
be a rebound for a lot of these meme coins, unfortunately. Like I think a lot of these fucking coins that are dead are just gonna die and stay dead.
Oh, 100%.
Well, yeah, true. That's meme coins are they're a crapshoot.
Like the only reason why Murad's coins haven't disappeared forever is because Murad keeps posting about them. So their utility is basically just something for Murad to show, and Murad will never show something new again because he's already married to those bags. You know what I mean? But as soon as Murad sells, and it's inevitable, he will inevitably sell.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no point in having it.
those coins are gonna just completely disappear off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I mean, blue chips. Like people, it's a tough thing for people to enter crypto, and they don't know the difference between the blue chips and the big thing is meme coins or whatever the next hype is, but they don't realize whatever the hype is not gonna stick around. Like the blue chips are, probably where you want to be.
But okay, so these the Murad meme coins are blue chips for meme coins, right? But let's look at the fucking if you're watching the stream, I pulled up sushi. Like let's look at the blue chip. What this was like considered the blue chip for the 2020 bull market cycle, and let's just see how it's doing right now. So this was the absolute biggest blue chip at the time, sushi. I mean, he got taken over by Sam Bankman-Fried, for fuck's sake. And, like, Arthur was on it and all this and that and blah, 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 blah. Right? It went from basically fucking nothing, 49 cents, all the way up to $23.48. That's a 4,600% pump. And now, from the peak, over years, it is down 97.06%. Like that shit will never ever come back to life, ever.
Yeah.
And it's the same. Like all of these altcoins, most of them are just like the meme coins as well. Like they're just never ever gonna like this shit doesn't have any more fucking tokens coming out into circulation. People just don't give a fuck about it anymore. It's the same shit with these meme coins that are like these religions or whatever, right? Like if there's nothing sustainable, then it's just gonna disappear forever. Meanwhile, what I'm trying to do is essentially, I'm like even after I like move from crypto, I still plan on like live streaming. I want to do sculpting and shit like that. But essentially, I'll still be able to manage the treasury where I can actually build something from essentially nothing, which is what I launched this coin with, to hopefully being like a big ass treasury where I can use to farm what I think would be like the safest and best stablecoin farms. Or even do like delta neutral strategies like funding arbitraging the funding rate between one exchange or the other, which could give you very nice yields and is essentially a stable coin farm, right? Because it's like delta neutral. You don't really incur any risk while still profiting from it. So hopefully, like long-term visions for the project is that the treasury becomes $1 million plus, like $1 million, $2 million or whatever, over the course of like, let's say maybe 2, maybe 3 years. I don't know. We'll see how fucking fast it grows. But then from there, like the revenue generated from this treasury would be used to essentially just buy back and burn the token. And then by then, the market cap is going to be significantly higher. And it's essentially just becomes like a fund management. Right, like a hedge fund sort of thing.
Creating utility.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a fair launch, right? It's still like a PumpFun fair launch thing, but it's something that would be actually sustainable over a long period of time because it's all about like essentially the whole meta of it is making money, and we're all here to make money. Everyone wants to make money. Finance is literally all about just making money. Right. So if your token is about making money and being a treasury, like that meta will be around forever. It will never go away. But like the meta of like, the sushi swap, this DeFi fucking farming shit, which everyone thought was like so genius at the time, fucking disappeared. The meta of like NFTs. Oh my God, you have this thing and you really own it. Yeah, it's just a fucking picture, but you own that stupid ass picture. Like no one gives a shit, right? Like that meta disappeared. Those are gone fucking forever. Oh, but it means that if you hold it, you can, join a community. You can do the same shit with tokens. You don't need a fucking NFT. You don't need some stupid ass picture. You can do the exact same thing with just tokens. So it's just, and like now the meme coins. Oh, it was a fair launch. Yeah, but if it has no utility, it's gonna disappear. There's gonna be nothing around it. The only things that I don't think will ever disappear is Dogecoin, because Dogecoin was the first fucking meme coin, right? And that's just like essentially too big to fail now. It would take so long for Dogecoin.
Well, I think
to
Doge
disappear.
and what's the other one? Shiba.
I think Shiba's gonna disappear. But like Shiba, their developers or like their community actually tries to develop different forms of utility for the token. They made like a game, they made like a bunch of other stuff, right? So they have like a pretty hardcore community. So Shiba is essentially a community token, right? A community of developers and shit like that. But even then, I think it's gonna disappear. Like I'm looking at the chart right now. It's already pretty much gone into irrelevancy. Maybe there could be some crazy massive pump once there's like enough market makers that have accumulated a lot. But usually like a lot of these crazy pumps like this, if you guys are watching the stream, is usually the market makers that are market making on basically like Wintermute and all these motherfuckers that are like holding a bunch of tokens that are just, stacking a bunch from the price going sideways for fucking ever. Then they usually have a massive amount of tokens, and all they got to do is just lift the sell walls, pump up the price, and then just dump it up here so that they can, profit from tremendously. And then they just constantly sell the token and then get people to FOMO in. And then they'll just do that again and again and again. But these are just pump and dumps, and it's usually going to get smaller and smaller and smaller because they don't want to risk more and more tokens or more and more money into these tokens that are dying, right? But I think Shiba's gonna definitely die. I think Dogecoin is the only meme coin that's actually gonna survive.
Hey, so Wolf, I noticed on your exchange,
What's up?
In vaults, there's an orderly Omni vault
Yeah.
with that 25% APY. Is that, you know anything about that? Like, is that stable?
Yeah, of course. So that's essentially what I'm putting the treasury funds into, to just start building shit. But that's like the competitor to Hyperliquid's HLP, and the way that these vaults work is that the platform itself, like Hyperliquid's HLP, it's Hyperliquid themselves that manage the funds, and it essentially does market making on the platform and hedges on Binance, and then as people get liquidated on your platform, your hedge position does not get liquidated, right? So it's B-booking it, and those profits are kept usually before, like if you traded on FTX back in the day or whatever, usually those profits would go back to the exchange, whereas with these vaults, the profits go back to the users, to the people that are staking, right? So if people get liquidated on what exchange, or if they get liquidated on Radium Perps or whatever, anything that's like an orderly DEX, then those liquidation fees will go towards that Omni Vault, and that's how people profit from it. So it's very safe and sustainable. The only way that it disappears is essentially if people stop trading on orderly, like if their user base dwindled and completely disappeared, then the yields would go down, but it wouldn't get exploited, right? But the yields would go down, and then people would like take their funds away because there's better yields elsewhere and stuff like that. But this is actually like real yield shit.
Yeah. I was just curious if you're utilizing that for your token, which it's good to hear that you are.
Yeah, I am. We got some chatters in the PumpFun. Punkbuster's ripping to 500,000 though. I don't know what that is. I will hold Wolf forever though. Me too. Always DCA up and down. What's your prediction for Doge long term? 80 billion market cap for the longest. 80 billion for Doge? That's a lot. No, I don't even know what that. What's the market cap right now? What's that, 38? Oh, shit, yeah, 80 billion. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll go up there. Doge is actually doing like a cup and handle right now. There's the cup. Obviously, there's the handle. So I think that Doge could definitely pump. I think that eventually Elon Musk is going to say some stupid shit about like, oh, you know, we're accepting Doge for everything, right? It's going to be part of like X payments or whatever the fuck, some stupid shit. And then this thing is going to skyrocket up to like, 140 billion maybe or some shit. I mean, I don't really know. I'm just pulling that number out of my ass. But I definitely think it's going to pump to new all-time highs. I think that like $1 Doge is inevitable. And now would probably be the best time to buy. Because we've already bottomed and we're like curving upward. And it hasn't pumped yet. So I would highly advise Doge. Yes. Actually, let me screenshot that. Doge. Much wow. Many profits. Holy lungs. If you guys don't know, that's how like the Doge meme talks. Anyways. Let me finish this stupid coin market cap thing before I go to bed. One-liner description. What should I put as a one-liner description? Wolf on asset management treasury token created by not the wolf. Live streamed on PumpFun. Or live streaming on PumpFun, I should say. Ah! I'm glad I actually did this wolf token though, because it gave me experience launching on PumpFun. And I do think that like this like live streaming creator stuff is gonna be the future of live streaming. Like I think it is gonna compete with Twitch just because it gives more money and stuff back to the users. Yeah. I definitely think.
If Hawk Tall Girl can do it.
If what?
If Hawk Tall Girl can do it, then you certainly should.
Was she live streaming the Hawk Tua shit?
Yeah, she did the whole pump and dump thing.
Yeah, but I thought that live streaming wasn't around at that time.
No, they were live streaming it. She fucking rugged everybody on live stream, and then she like was speechless and left.
Really?
Yeah,
No
I don't think
way.
she necessarily did it. The devs that were helping her do it, they rugged everyone, and she was basically sitting there and was like,
No, I didn't know that she was live streaming on PumpFun though.
I don't know if it was on PumpFun. I just remember she fucking live streamed her rug pull.
Yeah, I don't think it was on PumpFun because on PumpFun, like, I don't know. Anyways, I think that PumpFun has a lot of like, and not just PumpFun. There's also like Zora, right, or Nora, or whatever the fuck. I think that they have like a lot of or potential to like overtake the whole Twitch live streaming stuff. So I'm pretty bullish on that aspect. But to be honest, I don't even think that we've really seen like the big boom in that content creator token narrative. I think that like it is just starting. I basically saw the potential of it, and I'm like, you know what? I want to get in early on this. So then I started doing this. But also I wanted to like experience how it is launching a token on PumpFun and like and the whole live streaming setup and this and that, because I want to see it's essentially who's going to win. Is it going to be PumpFun or is it going to be Zora? And I haven't launched on Zora yet, but I do have plans in the future to do something like that. And also launching this token on PumpFun and the experience with it allowed me to come up with what I believe to be a fucking brilliant idea for our upcoming launchpad. So first we're gonna get a launchpad out first, and then this is gonna be like an additional little side product or side module or whatever. This idea that I have in my head that's attached to our launchpad. But I wouldn't have had the idea if I didn't launch this token and done this whole like wolf thing for sure. And I think it's fucking brilliant. And I just can't go into too much I can't go into any more details. But you guys will see eventually.
Bro, I'm right there with
Solana
you.
is written in Python,
Or-
right?
I'm sorry, you guys were talking at the same time. What happened? One at a time?
You got a J5?
Solana is written in Python, right?
I don't know. I'm not a dev. I don't know.
Yeah, Wolf, I see the vision with live streaming as well. We got some major things working on, like we're working on right now. And we took a note off of the Wolf launch, and that is buying, the majority of the supply and burning it, so you can't get sniped. Like that's the biggest part. That's the biggest reason why a lot of these streamer coins fail is because they don't control their supply. But there's some big
Case in
people looking
point,
into
Hawk
this.
Talk.
Like there's some big people looking into this, like Wall Street guys looking into crypto for this kind of.
Well,
Like
I
if
think
people know,
Oh,
I've been talking.
Wall Street's got big bags.
I've been talking about this for like at least a year. I used to do a stream on PumpFun, but I could see the vision even since then about creator capital markets. Like imagine if like PewDiePie or Markiplier or any of our big YouTubers made a coin. That shit would be at billions, dude.
or even the like the gamers, right? Like the fuck are their names? Like Asmongold or some shit, right? Like people are just gambling there on the side while he's just talking shit, right? And the beautiful
Doctor.
No, I think he got canceled. But I know you're
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
came back though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To prey on some more little kids or some shit. But Dr.
So
Disrespect.
if I recall, yeah, Doctor Disrespect. It was blown out of proportion, if I recall correctly.
I don't know, but I'm not. Let's not even get into that. But yeah, but like if these guys basically came on board and they're just playing video games, right? Like they do exactly what they're doing on Twitch, but they're earning revenue in a different way than these bullshit ass like Amazon free subscription things. I think the only reason why they haven't moved is because they already have like a lot of like they're very comfortable over on Twitch. But once we have like more gamers and more streamers on PumpFun, and then they start growing, I think that it would be I think that like some FOMO or like some other people will start to convert over, especially like since you can stream on Twitch and you can stream on PumpFun simultaneously, like I am right now.
Yeah, so they can do both, and whichever treats them best is what they're going to gravitate towards.
Well, they don't even have to fucking whichever treats them best. They can just do both. Period.
Yeah, but you do both, but you're always going to favor whichever one you like the most.
Well, you don't have to, because a lot of Twitch, unless they're getting paid by Twitch, obviously, but like a lot of people that stream on Twitch also stream on YouTube simultaneously, because why not? Why would you only stream on one place?
Yeah.
Unless you have to, like Ninja was paid by whatever the fuck that other platform was. This guy says, Wolf, have you seen that Manu token is on ETH, and what do you think about that? I don't know what that is. I never heard of it before. I don't know.
Menu?
Manu, MANYU.
Hey, so Wolf, sorry if you talked to me, I didn't hear you. I've been gone for like 2 minutes. Anyway, on your launch pad, what's the fee structure going to be like for coins? Like, is it going to be quite competitive with PumpFun? Or these other launch pads? How is that going to?
What is PumpFun? How much is PumpFun's fees?
I'm not too sure. I know it's like a pretty crazy amount. I know in bags, I think it was like 100% of trader fees.
I'm pretty sure I'm not pretty sure, to be honest, but I think PumpFun is like 1% and is splitting half with the creators.
Yeah, I think so. So are you gonna have something similar like that set up in Wolf and
I think we
your
have
exchange or
I think we have the exact same.
awesome. Okay.
So like obviously like some people are like, oh, we're cutting the fees down by half, but if you cut down the fees by half, then if you give half of half, then the creators aren't really making that much money, right?
100%.
But our launchpad that we're building is, so we want to make it essentially a better PumpFun, right? So a better alternative. We don't want to like, just change some little numbers and be like, oh, it's better because it's cheaper, because that might be cheaper for the trader, but it's worse for the creator, right? So we don't really want to fuck around with that sort of stuff. What I would want is essentially have the exact same thing as PumpFun, but we would have a feature that PumpFun cannot install unless they do something very drastic. But our launchpad is essentially going to be the first omni-chain fungible token launchpad, and that's an OFT launchpad, and OFT is a new model standard by Layer 0. So when our tokens launch, they're already going to be accessible or like tradable or whatever. Well, not tradable. They're going to be you're going to be able to use them on pretty much every single network that Layer 0 is connected to, right? I think there's like 100 fucking networks or some shit. But we're also going to list our liquidity pools on like, 3-4 different networks, which would be, essentially Base, Solana, and then you can choose whether you want to add it on like Avalanche or you want to add it on Hyperliquid or whatever, right? You can choose like the 4 different networks, and maybe we'll add more in the future, but that's just on launch. We're going to have 4 options. But when, and you have to choose a minimum of 2. You can't just launch on Solana. And the reason why I'm making it a minimum of 2 is because when you have LP listed on 2 different areas, especially if they're paired with a different token, right? So Base is Ethereum, Solana Radium is Solana Sol token, Avalanche is AVAX, and then the Hyper EVM is Hyper. When it's a different token pair, then that creates different volatility price points between the different liquidity pools, even if nobody is trading your token, which allows for arbitrage bots to basically make revenue from. And so we're gonna launch our tokens are gonna be OFT with different LPs with different token pairs on different networks, and it's also gonna launch with an arbitrage bot attached. So that arbitrage bot is, even if the token dies and no one trades it for like a year, there's still going to be locked liquidity that ARBOP is still going to be arbitraging between the LPs that are permanently locked there. And initially that LP money is going to go to the DEXs, or excuse me, the devs. And what I would hope is that instead of people rugging each other and like being super PvP, they would instead at least let the token just graduate and just let people trade it, like not rug each other, because if they just let people trade it and they just launched like, I don't know, fucking 1,000 coins, 1,000,000 coins, and it all graduated and people were just trading it, the LP was just locked there forever, then these devs that make these coins that actually end up graduating just sit on a very, very nice fucking farm, stablecoin, or not stablecoin farm, but passive income stream farm, essentially forever, for as long as these blockchains are around, because the LP is going to be locked and the bots are going to be essentially on the blockchain, right? So I want to upgrade PumpFun to allow people to launch tokens on different networks, because I think that's how it should be, to unify the communities. But I also want to try to fix the rugging problem, where people are just rugging each other and making these coins that end up fucking people over and this and that. Like if people want to gamble on meme coins, who gives a shit, right? Like let them gamble. But
I don't think you can fix that problem.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I were a rugger and and someone told me, oh, I can sit here and actively work all the time to rug people and steal money from them or whatever. And then I only get money if I'm actively rugging them. Whereas I could sit here and do the exact same work and just leave the fucking, the tokens there, not rug, and then earn money passively to the point where it's like, okay, I have enough passive income stream. I don't have to do anything. I just let it fucking sit there. Then I think most people would rather have that passive income stream than the active income of rugging people.
That
100%.
is a massive assumption, and most people are fucking stupid and don't have patience.
I mean, maybe most people won't. Maybe some people won't do that. But even if it cleans up the space a little bit, then that's I would much rather take that.
I mean,
than
something's better than nothing.
And that's also like a byproduct too. That's not even like the main thing. I think that the main thing that I really want to achieve is allow projects to launch and not have to raise VC capital. So like no real projects launch on PumpFun, essentially because you can't create a company from the funds in PumpFun. Now you can with the creator tokens, but even now it's like our revenue right now for Wolf token is fucking really small, right? It was pretty much only the first day that these tokens gain money from the launch, and then afterwards like the hype fades away and people just kind of ignore it. But if you had a stable income stream from just the arbitrage bot itself on top of the trading fee of the platform, then it's just like another sweet bonus that should hopefully be enough to actually allow real developers to just launch, to provide a fair launch, and then actually earn the profits and the money necessary to pay for marketing, for development, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, that's how we plan on launching our stuff. But now that you're explaining Wolf, honestly, we may wait until your exchange comes out. That sounds like a pretty good.
Oh well, the launch pad, you mean? Yeah, it should. I mean, I don't know how long you're willing to wait, but probably looking at like 1-2 months at the moment. It depends on like how long audit takes, because the launchpad itself is pretty much mostly done. I think that they're like changing some tweaks because they needed to like change some stuff for Hyper EVM because of like how it works or whatever the fuck. And then I'm having them add the 50% share of the revenue, blah blah blah, and also like after a token graduates, you can still trade on it, but it aggregates the orders across the different chains. So I'm having them add these like small little tweaks at the end, but after that, then it just depends on like how fast auditors can audit it. So maybe like 1 to 2 months.
Hell yeah, we have 4 different categories we're trying to launch. So I think that'd be good on our time too. But dude, I feel like we're in a different market. Like, I can't really talk about it, but I feel like too that we are in this is kind of like a new age internet. I feel like I feel like the internet's going to transition to Web3 type shit. Just because I know a lot of people in a lot of places that have a bunch of money, and they've been talking about this stuff. But I really feel like eventually everything's going to be tokenized. I don't know.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I've been thinking and saying that for fucking like 10 years. So I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
Well, hey man, it was nice talking to you. I'm gonna leave now. Good luck to you on everything.
Yeah, thanks for joining in. Hopefully see you back in the voice chat again another time. But
100%.
But J5, I think I'm also gonna log off here, and all the streamers as well. I want to finish this. I'm pretty sure I just fucked myself over. I clicked the link, and now I think I have to restart this, but it's not much. But I want to finish this page, before I go to sleep, and then head off.
Oh, yeah, it's fucking nighttime there.
Yeah, it's fucking 11, bro, and I go to sleep at 11:30. So I got like 30 minutes to knock this out, and then it's lights out. But so let me focus on this full time. I'm gonna stop the stream right here, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. So it's what 8:30 p.m. 8:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Indochina time. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys go buy Wolf Token. Use my referral link down in the description below. Blah 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 blah. All that fun jazz. Right. Later, guys.